Welcome to another episode of RDR Podcast, where we talk about all the nerdy shit you love or hate. We're your host. I'm Quentin.
I'm Tim.
And I'm Malik.
Today, we got a jam-packed episode for you today. We're going to talk about Jey Uso's world title reign. Was it or was it not a waste? We'll also give our predictions for AEW All In. Then we'll discuss Leshar's dominance in the FGC, the fighting game community.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll get into that. We'll discuss Lazarus from the creator of
Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, it's his second anime. We'll discuss what we thought about it. We all seen it, right?
Yeah.
We'll also talk about Siege X, Malik's favorite game for sure. So we'll talk about what's new and what to expect. Fatal Fury City of Wolves is struggling in sales. We'll give our thoughts why, or we'll talk about the game. Bandai Namco had a showcase, and we're going to go over that, right?
Yeah, we can.
How are we going to do that? Just talk about everything that has to do everything they announced.
Yeah, we can skim through it real quick. Yeah,
okay.
Skim through it real quick.
Yeah, quick little skim.
Then we're going to play an anime comparison game. That should be fun. And we're going to introduce a new segment called Nerd Recommendations, where we will give recommendations of video games, anime, anything nerdy. And something we enjoy that we think either you out there or either one of us should check out. All right, so let's jump right into it. Was Jey Uso's world title win a waste?
Oh, was the win a waste? No. Was the run bad? Yes.
Did he get hurt? Was he hurt? Okay.
No, it's what they did with him after he won the title pretty much showed that they had no real plans for him after winning.
Okay.
In my opinion. He just kind of floundered around. He wasn't presented. Like, when Cody won the title, they had all the pomp and circumstance and all of this stuff to make it feel like a big moment has occurred.
Right.
Well, Cody was becoming the face of the company.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they did nothing with Jey after he won the title.
So I agree, but the world title has always felt like a secondary title.
To the WWE.
Like, it doesn't feel as big as the WWE title. But I will say this. I looked up his reign. It was like 51 days or something like that. And I get that that's short. And I'm not saying it was long by any means. It's definitely short. But by comparison, he had a reign longer than 9 of John Cena's 17 reigns. 9 of John Cena's reigns were 49 days or less.
Which is half. Well, more than half, actually. Cause,
yeah,
more than half.
So, I mean, he's even had a 4-minute title reign, I think it was. So, I mean, you could look at it that way. I actually have it right here. Let's see. 14 days, 49 days, 49 days, 14 days, 20 days, 5 minutes, 49 days, 21 days, 21 days.
5 minutes.
Yes, somebody cashed in on him, right?
They had to.
Yeah.
I think that might have been Edge, where he became the ultimate opportunist.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, but I mean, even some of these reigns for Cena were not long at all. I mean, even slightly, longer. You have 77 days, you have 84 days, you have 84 days. Like, he didn't have very long reigns.
Yeah, see, I'm not upset about the length.
Oh, okay.
I'm upset about they literally pretty much did nothing with him during that reign. He had no major feuds.
Right.
They treated him like an afterthought.
I think
that was my issue.
I think they wanted to capitalize on the hype of his entrance.
I agree.
And just wanted to be like, look, the crowd loves him. They love his entrance. Let's put a title on him. but had no, like you said, they had no clue what to do with him at that point.
Exactly. Like, they could have gone in so many different routes. Like, in all honesty, they could have had him feud with one of the New Day for the title. Their history going back to their tag teams. They have history. The New Day is heels now. He's a face. It could have been a nice feud that would have had a little bit of
He could have feud
story to it.
He could have feud with Solo again and the new bloodline.
That's what I mean.
Right.
They could have had him do feuds where it had some meaning to it.
Right.
They literally just did nothing with him after he won the belt.
Yeah.
Xavier Woods finally gets his first world title shot against Jey Uso and loses. Like that's something they could have done.
But again, this is why I said the world title has always felt like a secondary title. Like it, even when Gunther was champ, it just kind of was like it was just there. You know what I mean? Like, yes, Gunther he's a great wrestler. He's amazing. I'm not saying he's not. But I'm just saying it was just like he was just like there. Like I feel like they always build stories around the WWE title.
Yeah.
And then like one of the secondary titles and the world title is just kind of like, well, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, they do always treat it like a secondary title, but you can still build stories around it.
Oh, absolutely you can. I'm just saying it just seems like they don't really care. And it's been that way
for years.
For forever, you know? Like,
so do you feel that this title run was just like Hangman's title run a couple years ago? Remember how Hangman had it was the build up to get there?
No. Hangman's title run was great. Most people talk bad about it, but think about the matches he had as world champion. The matches with Bryan Danielson, when Bryan Danielson arrived.
Okay.
They had the draw, then they had the other match after that. He had some great matches during that reign.
That's all I remember him losing.
Was it a great title reign in totality? No. But he had some great parts.
Okay.
So no, Jey Uso's was definitely treated lower.
I was just asking because Hangman's whole thing was him building up to get there.
Yes, the build to Hangman's win was much better than the reign itself.
Yeah. And
I agree that's kind of how it was with Jey.
Right.
But in all honesty, in my opinion, they pulled the trigger on Jey too late.
Okay.
They should have done it against Roman, in my opinion. But they wanted to give it to someone bigger like Cody to make them the face.
The why not me?
Yes.
Back then?
Yeah.
Back then.
Yeah.
If he had it, won it, and had the title for 1 month, it still would have been great because of what it established. I can. Or you could show he can't. He has the title for a month, and it shows he can't handle it. And then Roman comes back and takes it and is like, I told you.
Yeah.
Right.
But you know what? When it comes to Roman now, he feels like, and it's funny because Kevin Owens always went by like the prize fighter.
Yeah.
Roman feels like that now. Like when Roman shows up now, it feels big.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? And it's funny because I went back and I seen when he called John Cena a part-timer. And I was like, and now he's a part-timer. And then I thought about when Cena called Rock the part-timer, and then Cena became a part-timer. And I was like, it's funny how this keeps happening.
Right.
You know, and I was like, but when they show up, it feels big. So I got why they kept the belt on Roman at that time. But to me, I think Jey deserved this. But winning the WWE title, even if he had held it for a month, is always bigger than winning the world.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like I feel like I said, you know, it's like the world title is kind of like, you're a world champ, but really not really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like the secondary title of, like the crowd likes you or you're over, but the machine's not behind you.
Yeah.
Right.
Like when Dolph Ziggler won it. Like that was like the loudest pop I've ever heard.
Yeah.
That was the after Mania, right?
Yeah.
29.
Yeah, and it was like, you should have did this at Mania.
Right.
but it's like they, you know what I mean? It's like they weren't really behind Dolph, and I feel like Jay's kind of that same way.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a fair assessment, absolutely.
But I think all in all, he still go down as a, world champ. So, it's not a waste in the end because, it's how many people actually win the world championship?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was hoping he would at least get to SummerSlam with it at least.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I mean, look at all the greats that haven't won. Scott Hall.
Yeah.
Mr.
Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah, like.
Which is still a top 5 theme, by the way.
Dusty.
But,
no, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Dusty. Like, these, there's a lot of amazing wrestlers who never held a world title.
Wait, Dusty never held a world title?
No.
Not in NWA?
Well, I mean WWE.
Okay, but yeah. By the time in WWE, he was already like in his mid-40s. You know, he's running around. That gimmick was terrible too. I know you think about like the polka dots.
Yeah,
he had Sapphire running around.
Yeah, he did. They did that to try to make him look stupid.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But I mean, so for him to at least get over that hill is at least somewhat impressive.
And I know it's good for their family too, because I know how they're very prideful family. You know what I mean? So whenever any Samoan wins a world title, that's huge. So that's what's the fourth one now? Because what was Yokozuna,
The Rock, Roman,
and now Jey. Yeah. And the rest were tag teams.
It's crazy because I don't even think Jimmy's even had a single title yet.
No.
And now Solo has the
United States.
Yeah. So I'm like, everyone's passing up Jimmy,
Yeah.
But, dude, the names of the new bloodline are so confused.
What do you mean?
I'm so confused. Sorry. There's Tonga Taloa or whatever.
Tongaloa.
Tongaloa.
Tama
Tongatala. So I'm like, yo, why they all kind of got the same name? And the one was Camacho. I thought that was hilarious.
Camacho.
Now you remember Camacho?
When
Yeah,
Hunico.
With the ride the bike.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Tama Tonga.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they had him train a Hispanic person back then. You're close enough. You're
close enough. We'll just pull your beanie down. But yes, I mean it's something to be proud of that he's at least a world champ.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was a waste, but I definitely do think his run was pretty bad.
Yeah, I agree.
It was subpar.
And his dad never got to be a world champ either.
Nope.
No?
I don't even think he ever had a match for the world title.
I think they killed his push with that whole "I did it for the Rock" thing, and because he was over at that time.
Yeah.
I also think his gimmick had a ceiling.
The dancing stuff.
We always see the dancing big man, and it's kind of like that.
But that was his best gimmick, though.
Yeah, but I still felt it had a ceiling. That's not. There's just certain gimmicks that don't equate to world champion,
right?
In my opinion, that's fair. And I felt that gimmick did not equate to world champion.
Yeah, like when they brought Tensai.
Yeah,
Albert. Albert. When they brought him back as Tensai, and you're like, okay, like he was great at first, and you're like, this dude's probably going to be pushed to the ceiling. Yeah. And then he start dancing, and you're like, nah, that's it.
Oh, when he's dancing with Brodus Clay?
Yeah. You're like, yeah, that's it.
Well, also, the fans didn't take him serious.
Yeah, they didn't take him serious.
Yeah, because
Laurel Tensai come out in all this Japanese garb. This is a white guy.
We're like, it's Albert.
Yeah.
It's Matt Bloom.
Clearly out,
Yeah, we know who you are.
With the Chinese writing now.
Yeah.
Japanese, whatever it was.
Remind me of that one WWE wrestler they had back in the 90s that had the Japanese stuff written all over him.
Oh, what was his name?
I don't remember his name, but that's exactly what it reminded me of.
You're talking about.
He wore white pants.
The white pants.
I don't remember.
He had the kanji all over his body.
I remember who you're talking about.
I can't remember his name. That's going to drive me crazy.
Help us out in the comments, guys, if you remember it. Because I know, I can't think of his name.
I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name.
But also, is this also because Goldberg came back and he wanted to fight Gunther for his final match?
That could have been for without the title.
Okay, yeah, I agree, but
stupid.
But
nobody wants to see Goldberg anymore. Like, stop it.
No, I agree.
We didn't want to see him anymore after his match with Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
they could have just left him off then.
Yeah, especially after he almost killed the Undertaker.
And over in Middle East,
it's so dumb.
I agree.
So dumb.
I agree.
But, all right, that's all we got for that.
Unless you have anything else to add. I think there's new tag team champions.
Oh yeah, the New Day lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day. Yeah, there you go.
Judgment Day. Okay, but
yeah, Blockhead and Finn.
Blockhead.
But
Liv JD McDonough
and Liv Morgan got hurt, right? I heard. That
Yeah,
Liv Morgan got hurt.
Yeah, so I haven't been watching, to be honest with you. I've been seeing the clips, but I seen like somebody made a get well Liv cake, and it ended up being AJ Styles, and he was like hiding behind the little thing, and he looked at Dom and was like,
Hakushi was the wrestler's name.
Okay,
I had to look it up. I'm not because that drove me crazy all day.
Like in the 60s now.
He was born in 66, so 58.
Okay. I don't remember how he was in the ring, but I just remember him standing out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I believe he used to do like the moonsault,
okay.
if my memory is correct. But I remember him. But yeah, so that happened. But
so
Jay's run was bad, but
yeah,
he definitely deserved the title win.
But it doesn't mean he can't win it again. They can give him a better run too.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing about WWE. If they will put it back on you. You
right.
know what I mean? And we saw it 17 times with Cena, 16 times with Flair, 13 with Triple H. You know what I mean? So it can be done.
But the one thing people have to understand is, if you're an adult, they're not catering to you.
Right.
Like, I'm seeing adults complain, "Oh, I don't really like Jay. He doesn't do much in the ring." But kids love him.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
who's buying that? Yeah, the adults are buying it for them, but who's wearing majority of the merch? Children.
Right. Like we knew back then that Hogan shouldn't have had the belt all that. He shouldn't have main evented 9 WrestleManias, but unfortunately he was the ticket seller.
Yeah.
He was the money maker.
Yeah. Kids want to see Jay.
Yeah.
Like that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if you was an adult. "Oh, I don't really like Jay. I don't like his promo." No one cares.
I'm sorry. People talk too bad on Jay like he's terrible.
Yeah,
They need to put some respect on Jay.
Yeah,
They're like, "Oh, he can't cut a promo. You're a fucking liar."
Yeah.
Oh, he can't go in the ring.
The problem is
they
expect everyone to be Cena on the mic. It's not happening.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just not happening. You know what I mean? There's so look, even Roman had to develop more.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they placed him with Paul Heyman, so he didn't have to.
Right.
And then he just got better.
Yeah.
So much better.
I'm about to say, none of us forgot the suffering succotash, son.
Oh, so terrible.
Like Roman wasn't always great on the mic.
Right.
Or the time where Cena killed him because he
oh my God,
dropped his lines.
I literally just watched like a 10-minute video of Cena's like best mic drops. Cena went at everyone.
Yeah.
And the one I was like, I must have missed this episode, or I must not have been watching wrestling for that period of time. He killed the Miz, and I was like, and I need to find this promo because I want to know what Miz said back. Because I was like, I know Miz didn't just sit there and take that.
Right.
So I gotta find that one.
Yeah.
But
I think anything else wrestling stuff. I think that was really it.
My mouth's not on.
Oh, real quick, I'm sorry. Since we were talking about Roman in the Street Fighter movie real quick, see 50 Cent got cast for Balrog.
This movie is going to end up being worse.
I told y'all from the beginning I wasn't interested in the movie.
Yeah. So, well, when I saw it, I said, "You got to be kidding
everything
me."
that comes out, I'm like, ooh. I was like, I was sitting at home and I was like reading through it, and I was like, I know Malik is pissed.
Yeah, because we talked about this like about 2 months ago.
Yeah, it's just
about the Street Fighter. This is just.
But Malik said right away, "You need to hire fighters." And then I started seeing the names. I was like, he ain't getting no fighters.
Not only one. It appears only fucking one.
Yeah.
But that's all I got on the Jey Uso thing though. But
that yeah. So that's all I got. All right, AEW All In.
That will be going on
today
in a couple hours. Actually, it starts at 3.
Were they overseas?
Which is weird. No, they're in Texas.
Oh damn!
So yeah, I was gonna say it says Texas.
Oh duh, I'm an idiot. So
holy crap!
So in Texas, it's 2 hours behind us.
Well, are they 2? Well, it depends on which part, right?
Yeah, it depends on which.
I believe they're 3 hours behind us. I think they are.
No, they're not.
They're not. They're not Pacific.
They're Central or Mountain. One or the other.
They must be Mountain.
I think they're like one part's like an hour and the other part's like 2 hours.
Okay,
so
it must
so
be Mountain
like
because I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
No, I did look at the card. There was one match I can give 2 shits about, the Moxley and Hangman page. I don't care. Like we know what's going to happen. There's going to be blood everywhere. You know, and I'm just, it's Moxley's blood. I'm sure they're going to put on a good match because that's, but I'm just like,
no.
No, Texas is an hour behind us. They are Central except for the very corner.
Okay, so it is 1 hour behind.
The very, very corner is Mountain. So yeah.
Okay.
But no, that match is going to be good. It's a Texas death match, so there's going to be blood.
Of course.
That's one thing that people should go in expecting. It's going to be when AEW does a Texas death match, expect something gruesome. Don't be shocked when something gruesome happens in a Texas death match. That's the standard they've already shown.
I'm gonna be honest with you though. I've been to a lot of wrestling shows, not more recently, but definitely in the past. And I don't want to go to a show at 2:00 on a Saturday.
Yeah,
that sounds awful.
It does. Terrible.
But y'all want me to read down the card, or y'all know all the matches?
I skimmed through it.
I have the card,
but we can go through it and give our predictions.
John Moxley versus Hangman Adam Page for the AEW World Championship.
Texas I say Hangman wins this time. He ends that reign. It's time. John Moxley's heel run with the title has just not been great.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There's been parts, but it's time to end it because it's just not that. It just hasn't been that.
And Hangman's still heel, right?
No.
No.
Yeah, I would go with Hangman in that. For that, I just think John Moxley likes taking a lot of punishment, and he doesn't mind.
And actually,
putting people
I do want to speak on this because it just happened on Collision, which was on Thursday, and I want to comment on this. A lot of people say AEW doesn't do stories, which one is wrong. But when they do stories, they don't just drop stuff. Like if I hate you, once I turn heel or face, or, we become this on the same side or whatever.
Right.
They don't just drop it like a lot of wrestling things do. Like if we feuded 2 years ago and now we're happen to be on the same side, whether we're both heels or both faces, we don't just forget what happened.
Right.
Like they did it with the Willow thing where they're like, Willow's not forgiving Chris Statlander for what she did to her.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But most recently, everyone knows about the Hangman Swerve feud.
Oh, yeah.
They did some heinous shit to each other in that feud. Swerve rolled up into Hangman's house, talked shit to his baby in the crib. Hangman Page burnt down Swerve Strickland's childhood home. They did some heinous shit to each other.
Right.
Those are felonies?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they are.
Yes, they are. But
you gotta love wrestling.
Yeah. Only in wrestling can you do felonies, and
millions of people watch.
Like, cool.
Yeah, millions of people watch, and they're just like, all right.
They actually addressed it. Now they're both faces, and Hangman came in and was like, I need to talk to Swerve, and he was like, what you did still gives my son nightmare. And he was like, you deserved what I did to you. But
I would punch the baby.
He's like, but I regret.
Great.
And then he was like, but I regret doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Swerve was like, if you would have asked me before I won that title, if I regretted what I did to you, I'd have said not a chance. But now that everything is past, I can say that I do regret doing that. Like, it shows closure.
Right, from that story.
It'd be great if he'd just been like, them kids, man.
Them kids.
But like, that type of stuff is important to me. Where you don't just, we feuded years ago, we'll just brush it aside. Like, no, there's still some unresolved shit.
Right.
You mentioned a few episodes ago about the like Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, you was like, it feels like they only bring that back up when it's convenient.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, think about it. Kevin Owens has done some heinous shit to Sami Zayn.
Oh my God.
Repeatedly.
From day one.
Repeatedly. But every once in a while, they'll end up on the same side and they don't address the heinous shit that he did to him.
Right.
Yeah, but then as soon as they go back to being on separate sides, then it's back to the fight forever.
Yeah.
And it's, So, I get what you're saying.
Like, that type of paying attention to that type of continuity is important, I think is very good storytelling. And I like that they do that. They bring up little stuff. Hey, Chris Statlander walks up to Willow like, I apologize. Yeah, apology's not enough.
Yeah.
Like I don't care that you apologize. You still did this. Like, this is going to take time. It's not just, all is forgiven.
Oh, right.
I like that.
Well, so
because it's real.
So I can't speak about now, but the reason WWE has done that in the past, and which we all know, is because if Vince just forgets, he assumes everyone else forgets.
Yeah.
And also, don't forget Vince Russo was. Everyone has short attention span, so we just hit them with stuff real quick. They're gonna move on. Like,
so,
yeah, but still, I like that continuity.
Yeah. Next match, you got Timeless Toni Storm versus my girl Mercedes Moné, the AEW Women's World Championship match. You already know I'm going with Miss Moné.
CEO's going to win this.
No,
I'm going with Miss
Tony's winning.
No,
Tony.
I'm never betting against Miss Moné.
It's time for Mercedes to lose in AEW.
It's not.
She hasn't lost yet.
That's okay.
It's belt collector.
Yeah.
I don't think they want to do that because there's already that narrative that she's basically being Hogan and forcing this type of stuff. But I think it's time for Mercedes to lose because I have another reason following up later. But that goes on with another match later. But it's time for Tony to. It's time for two reasons. One, we can't hold up two titles in AEW with one person because now it leaves less for the other women to do when they both got to go after the same woman.
Don't care about them,
in my opinion. But two, I still think Tony's run has been great, and I think it needs to continue. And I think her loss should go to someone less established, in my opinion.
Yeah, but like she's held the belt like what 3-4 times already.
Yeah,
like
I'm not opposed to her dropping it. I just don't want her to drop it to Mercedes.
Okay,
but you'll see my reason later.
Mercedes is the GOAT for a reason.
But I will say this is going to be an all-time great match.
It should be.
This is going to be one of the greatest matches ever. Male, female, tag, don't matter. This is going to be one of the best matches ever. But
I wish they would just put it on a streaming service. I'm not paying for pay-per-view.
Yeah, I wish they did something like how WWE has with Peacock.
Yeah.
Put it on HBO Max and just let me just stream it right off of HBO Max.
You want to do the next match?
Yeah. Mention the next match.
Yeah.
That's Kazuchika Okada versus Kenny Omega for unifying the Continental and the International Championship.
It's been another great match.
It's going to be another great match, and I'm glad they're reducing the titles because there's just
two great wrestlers.
What do you about the title?
They're combining the Continental and the International title.
Oh,
it's now going to be called the Unified title.
Okay.
Speaking of which, have you seen it?
No.
It's a nice belt, and it pays homage to both of
them. Yeah, two great wrestlers. They're going to put on a great match.
It's not United, it's Unified. But the match, that they're going to put on a great match.
Absolutely.
They had the 6-star classic over in New Japan. I don't think it's going to be that good.
Match
as good as the 6-star.
As good as the 6-star match. Like, both of them are older. Kenny Omega already said, I don't got many years left in me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be a great match. It's just not going to be 6-star match.
Right.
Absolutely.
But it's going to be a damn good match. But this is the
I see it. Yeah.
The new unified championship. And one thing to notice that you can't really tell, these side plates over here and over here have Omega and Okada's doing their finishing move on the plates.
Oh, wow.
One of them's Omega doing the one-winged angel, and the other one's Okada doing the Rainmaker.
Okay.
Oh, that's dope.
And I see obviously the western side of it on the continents, like the Americas on the left, and it looks like
I didn't even notice that. That's dope.
And it looks like I see Africa on
on
the
there's
right,
Africa
Asia,
right there.
India, I see India right there. Okay.
Europe. That's dope. I didn't even notice that. Good, nice pointing that out.
That is a dope belt.
That is a gorgeous.
Put that on
belt.
a white strap, and it would have been one of my favorite belts.
The dashing Cody Rhodes.
It just looks so clean. I'm sorry.
I ain't gonna lie. It does. It does look clean. I ain't but that belt is definitely.
That's a nice belt.
That's definitely a nice belt.
But who do you think wins this match?
Honestly, I can't call it. I'm leaning towards Omega.
Same.
But I wouldn't be surprised if it goes the other way.
I was thinking, I'm like, Omega's kind of more or less the face of the company, I feel like. No?
Kinda, but no.
Okay. I'm about to say, I feel like it would be, make sense to put it on him.
Yeah. It makes sense to put it on him, but it also would make sense for Okada to keep the belt, especially since they built in a way for Omega to lose. His diverticulitis, they attacked it. He got sent to the hospital, was coughing up blood, blah, blah, blah. So there is an out on why Omega lost.
Right.
Doesn't mean they'll use it, not necessarily, but they could use that as as a reason. His abdomen was he already had the disease. Then they attacked it. He's going to be in a bad shape.
Right.
So they could use that. Will they? Don't know. But I feel Omega wins, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes the other way.
I'm going to ride with Omega, but like I said, I have no problem if Okada wins, so either one's fine.
Yeah.
What you got, Q, for that? You don't care either way? I'm okay with Omega getting it.
Like I said, I think Omega.
Yeah.
I really like Okada, though.
Okada is really good.
I love his entrance, the money falling.
Yeah.
I think that's great. Is his face on the money? I've never actually seen it.
They haven't done the money in a while.
Oh, they haven't? Okay. So,
but because that was primarily in New Japan, and his face was on the money then. In AEW, the Young Bucks kind of took that, and it was their face on the money.
Oh.
So he really didn't do it too much in AEW.
Yeah. Q's favorite wrestling. Q's favorite tag team.
I think Dose has the toys in them. He was asking me questions were they around when you were younger? I'm like, Dose, they're my age.
Yeah, they're millennials like us. Yeah,
not so young anymore, but all right, what's the next match we got?
Next match, the Women's Casino Gauntlet match. This is where my earlier thing comes into play. They're in Texas. Athena's going to be in it. She's going to win. And she's the one that's going to take the title off of Tony. It's time for her to leave ROH. She's carried that promotion on her back over every other wrestler, male, female, or otherwise. It's time to give her just due. She needs to come back to AEW, and she needs to get that women's world title.
She was so good in WWE.
She is incredible. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She's even better than I thought she was, because I didn't think she was good, promo character type person.
Right.
I thought she was just good in the ring. No, her character work she's done in ROH has been incredible. Mm-hmm. The way she did the little mentoring thing with Billy Starks, who has to take the title off of her in ROH.
Mm-hmm.
And that whole feud, she's incredible. And she deserves to be brought up. I don't want to say over, and win the AEW World Championship. And I think she should take it off of Tony.
And she's been in ROH for like 2 years now, a little over 2 years.
Yeah, she's been the world champ in ROH for almost 1,000 days.
Okay.
Dang.
That's 3 years. That's about 3 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she's carried that promotion on her back.
Okay.
It's time. They're in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for her to take it.
She's from what, Dallas or something? She's from
I think she's from Houston, but I could be wrong.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Let's see where she's from. Garland, Texas.
I don't even know where the fuck that is.
Probably outside of Texas.
She's built from Dallas, so.
Okay. So
they had her built from St. Louis and Chicago at one point.
Okay. Maybe it has something to do with her gimmick at the time. Who knows? But yeah, she's incredible.
All right.
But that's one of the reasons why I want Mercedes to lose, because I want Athena to win the title.
Mm-hmm.
Mercedes can have some great feuds with some of the other women for the TBS title. They can run it back with Chris. That was a great feud. Willow Nightingale was one of the most underrated women's wrestlers ever.
Yes, and cute as ever. But anyways.
Yeah.
She just kept her Ring of Honor.
Yeah, she just beat Thunder Rosa yesterday.
Yeah.
Her
gear's dope.
But that's my opinion.
Okay.
They're starting to announce they're increasing their women's roster, which is pretty cool.
AEW is?
Yeah.
Oh.
They just ran a promo for some, I think she's British, she might be Australian. I can never tell the accents. I'm not that good. Can't remember her name, but she's like, "Hey, I took years off. I had some real bad injury, but I'm back and I want to show my kids that I could do this." So not bad. They just brought in Tekla from Japan. She's Austrian.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to be a star. Tekla is a monster, even though she looked like she's like 5 foot even.
It seems like they're finding wrestlers. Meanwhile, Shawn Michaels is just finding the thickest chicks he can find to become NXT wrestlers. That is his only concern. You don't have to wrestle.
But yeah, these like Tekla she looks like she's going to go on a nice run. Mm-hmm. Megan Bain, they're building her up as the monster of their division because she's like 6'2". So, she's a giant among women.
Absolutely.
They're building her up. There's one thing I saw on Twitter where some guy was like, my dad was like, "Hey, who's that female Thor? I like her."
Female Thor.
Yeah, their women's roster is coming along well. Queen Aminata has stepped up big time. She's doing well. Sky Blue just came back from injury. Julia Hart's still around, so I like their women's roster.
That's good. Is Omega still running that too?
No.
No. Okay.
No, Tony Khan has control over all of it now.
Okay, that is right. Okay.
We also got the men's casino gauntlet match, where the winner earns a shot at the AEW World Championship.
Yeah.
You got one in that?
Winning it?
Who's in it?
They don't announce everyone. That's the thing.
Okay.
Mark Briscoe.
The only ones that are announced is MJF, Mark Briscoe, and Mystico from CMLL, who used to be Sin Cara. The original Sin Cara. Not the Hunico Sin Cara.
Right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know Sin Cara was there. Okay, good for him.
He's not in AEW. He's in CMLL, and they just have a partner.
I'm going with Orange. I'm going with Orange Cassidy.
I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up and is in it. I don't care who wins, honestly. I think it's probably going to be MJF. But once again, they're in Texas. I need Keith Lee to return. He's been out after his heart ailment.
But does he want to return?
I'm hoping he's healthy enough that he can return.
I'm okay with him just coming back.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
I don't need him to win. The pop for him showing up in Texas after all these years off would be insane. Mm-hmm. And I would love to see Keith Lee. He comes across as a genuinely good guy.
And he's a One Piece fan.
extreme One Piece fan.
Means he's a good guy in my book.
That's right.
But I just need to see him appear. I'd like to see Jay White come back.
Shane Taylor's winning it.
Shane Taylor's not winning it. I'd like it to happen, but they're not going to do that. I'd like to see Shane. I like Shane Taylor. He does need to get a little bit more push.
Yeah, Mark's a good dude, man. The only bad thing about Shane Taylor, Mark, is that he's a Browns fan.
That's diehard Browns fan. Too.
That's it. Other than that,
good
dude.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, I would like to see.
He was my first loss in wrestling.
He was what?
My first loss in wrestling.
Your first loss? I thought you said your first match.
No, my first loss.
Okay. Yeah,
but,
he was.
Yeah, I would like to see him in this match. I'll be W.
I wouldn't mind seeing him in the match because he's from Texas as well. I wouldn't mind seeing him in it. I just don't. They're not going to have him win it. Probably going to be MJF.
He's from Cleveland.
Yeah, he's from Cleveland, but he lives in Texas now.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna say it because when we were wrestling, I remember he was like, "Yeah, I'm moving to Texas."
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah. Did we miss any of the matches? Yeah.
Oh, no, there's still a few more.
Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay versus the Young Bucks for the EVP titles on the line.
No, it's not the. So what it is if Swerve and Will win, Young Bucks are no longer the EVPs.
Okay.
But if the Young Bucks win, Swerve and Will can't challenge for the title for a year, the world title for a year.
Oh, okay.
Now, I can see this match going either way. I honestly can't pick who's going to win.
Right.
But what I will say is Swerve and Will losing, now you have a built-in story on why they're not in the world title picture.
Mm-hmm.
So if they want to focus on Hangman and MJF and Jay White or Adam Cole or whoever else they want in the world title picture.
Oh, this is just executive vice presidents of the company.
Yeah.
It's not an actual title.
They've been doing this for a little while now, right? This little gimmick they've been doing for about, this has been over a year for sure.
Yeah. So if you want to give time because I think Ricochet should have some time to go after the world title. Not necessarily win it, but be in that picture.
Okay.
But in order to do that, some of these guys like Will Ospreay and Swerve got to get pushed to the side.
Right.
So this is a way to do that where the fans are not going to be sitting there like, why is he not trying to go after the title?
That makes sense.
There's a reason.
Because when Will Ospreay officially was over here full time, you know what I mean? He was in the scene for a good while.
Yeah.
You know
maybe Ricochet wins the gauntlet match.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
You know, and Swerve had the title run.
Yeah, Swerve had the title run.
Yeah. So
he beat Will Ospreay in one of his matches during his title run.
Right. So
it could be a way to do that. But on the other hand, the EVP thing has kind of run its course.
Yeah.
So it might be time for them to end that. So I honestly can't call which way this match is going to go.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say the Young Bucks win, but I 1,000% would not be surprised if they go the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're just talking just pure wrestlers, Swerve and Ospreay are significantly better.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, you play into the fact that the Young Bucks have been a tag team since day one.
Yes.
Right.
So their chemistry is way higher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, you really can go either way.
Exactly.
But also Swerve can pretty much work with anyone in a tag team. Like, I don't know if him and Keith Lee were tag team in WWE at any point, but that Swerve and Our Glory thing they ran here in AEW a few years ago, that was dope.
That was a great tag
team. And the little thing.
I'm just saying from a story.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah,
you know what
absolutely.
I mean? Like, you'd be like, well, these two are like world champs. They should beat the crap out of these two.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're not really a tag team. They are.
Yeah,
gotcha.
exactly.
Okay.
So, yeah.
But since I'll pick,
sorry.
I think the EVP is going to go. I think they're going to get rid of it.
You think the Young Bucks are going to lose?
I think they're going to, yep.
I like Malik's idea of Swerve and Ospreay being out of the
I
world
agree
title
too,
picture.
But
I'm
gonna go with the Ospreay and
You said I can't pick it. So.
Yeah, it can go either way. But I'm going to pick one. I got to pick. So since it's a prediction, so I am going to go with that. I'm going to pick Ospreay and Swerve.
Yeah.
And then you have the Ops versus Death Riders and Gabe Kidd.
I forgot about that match.
AEW World Trios Championship match.
I did. That must have been just added because I didn't know that was on the card.
How long has the Ops had the trios? It's been a little while.
Few months. I see about 3-4 months maybe.
Oh, okay. I thought it was longer, but okay.
No, because they took them off to Death Riders.
That was Cesaro and
Cesaro, Yuta, and Pac.
Cesaro and Wheeler Yuta.
Okay.
Yeah, so Gabe Kidd is stepping in for basically where Pac would be since he got injured.
Again.
I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
He seems to just keep getting injured.
Right.
That was his problem in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And a lot of it is like stuff that's like not his fault.
Right.
Like he broke his ankle sliding under Chris Jericho in WWE.
Yeah.
He got his teeth knocked out by, I think it was Brodus Clay.
Didn't it happen to AEW? Something with
He
had with his teeth or something?
No, not his teeth.
Okay.
Then he had like a neck injury in AEW, and now this injury. Like I just feel bad for him.
WWE created a whole division for him, and then he got hurt.
Yeah,
like that Speed Championship was literally just,
not Speed.
I'm sorry,
the 205.
Yeah, the 205
the cruiserweight.
Yeah, it was like literally made for him.
Yeah, right. But then there was that COVID issue too, right? For a while.
Yeah, he
was stuck in England.
He was stuck in England, couldn't come over because of COVID. Like it just seems like something always gets in his way. And and I guess the way his visa is, he has to leave after a X amount of time and go back to England for like a few months before he's allowed to come back. Like that's why he would just vanish for like a month or two.
Right.
It's because he has to go back to England. I don't know why that's the case for him and not other people, but that was his whatever.
Adam Cole versus Kyle Fletcher.
Oh, are we gonna pick a winner for that match?
For the trios title? Ops is. I say the Ops keeps it.
Keep the same. All right.
Yeah, Ops keeps it.
Adam Cole versus Kyle Fletcher for the TNT Championship match.
Who's the champion in that match?
Adam Cole.
Baby.
It's time for Kyle Fletcher.
Cal's winning.
It's
because they're building him up to be the next homegrown star.
Yeah, it's time.
And this is how that ascension happens because I don't think he's going to be going after the world title within the next 6 months.
Right.
So a TNT title run
could be good for him.
Would be fine in the meantime until it's time for him to go after the world title.
Right. Don Callis is still his manager, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's perfect for him.
Yep.
Yeah, so.
And I still feel bad for Mark Davis.
Yeah, he kept getting hurt too.
Yeah, he kept getting hurt, and now he's kind of just an afterthought now while Kyle Fletcher's taking off. Like, I feel bad for him.
Kind of like the Marty Jannetty.
Yeah.
Him not hard.
Yeah, like it's just like, man, one always seems to get left behind. Very rarely do.
Well, Marty Jannetty shouldn't have tried to run through that glass.
Who said that? Bobby the Brain? Was that Bobby the Brain that said that? He tried to run or something. Yeah. But I feel like the only tag teams that both had solid solo careers were Edge and Christian.
Edge and Christian, the Hardys.
I mean, it's not a tag team; it's a trio. But you could say the Shield.
The Shield.
I can't say the Dudleys because Devon's solo career was kind of.
I mean, but even Edge and Christian, like Edge ascended to be one of the greatest.
Yeah, Edge ascended higher, but
Christian did great.
Christian still had a
TNA.
Yeah, Christian still had great runs.
Yeah, but just not of Edge.
Yeah. When you compare them, they're still here, but it's not Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty level difference.
Yeah, or Bret Hart, Jim Neidhart.
You know, Matt Hardy was left behind.
There's always one that's going to be left behind at least a little bit.
I still think Matt had an okay solo career.
But both Matt and Christian had very good solo careers.
Right. Yeah.
Just not as good.
It's like as Jeff and yeah. But even like Devon's solo career was terrible in WWE.
Yeah. That Devon's solo career was bad everywhere.
Testify.
Devon's solo career was bad everywhere. Bubba had a good run in TNA. He became world champion in TNA.
Bully Ray was great.
Yeah, Bully Ray was a great character.
Yeah.
And he was married to Brooke Host.
All right.
Awful.
Do we pick him? Yeah, we picked
Cal.
Cal's. The Hurt Syndicate versus Jet Speed versus the Patriarchy. AEW World Tag Team Championship triple threat match.
As much as I would like to see Christian win it, I think it stays on Hurt.
I think it stays on Hurt Syndicate as well. Kevin Knight is going to be a star eventually.
Always bet on black.
Kevin Knight's going to eventually become a star. He's a young guy. He's going to be He's going to become a homegrown talent. Mm-hmm. Kevin Knight is nice.
Okay. What about you, Q? You think it's staying on?
Yeah,
no title change.
Bet on black, baby.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Hurt Syndicate.
Hurt Syndicates. I think they win by pinning the Patriarchy.
Yeah.
Okay. I still expect Christian to put on a great show though.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a good match.
And by the way, his AEW run has been great since he's been over too.
Yeah, it's fallen. He's got to been kind of in the background recently. But when he first showed up, especially when he first went heel,
with the Jungle Boy stuff,
yes.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Oh, that when he went heel, he oh my goodness, he went almost on an all-time heel run.
Where has Jungle Boy been at anyway?
Don't know. He just vanished.
Just vanished again.
So I could say, looking at this as a person who doesn't really watch AEW much, this is a loaded card.
Yeah,
This should be a good one.
And just think about all the people who's good that's not on the card.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's some really good wrestlers not on the card.
Oh, Shane Taylor is taking on the Sons of Texas. Shane Taylor Promotions versus the Sons of Texas at 0 hour.
Oh, it's the pre-show.
Pre-show?
Yeah, it's the pre-show.
Let's go, Mark.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And also Big Boom AJ and the Conglomeration versus the Don Callis family.
Yeah, it's just
pre-shows.
Pre-show. Big Boom is some TikTok or Instagram personality guy. I don't know who. I'm not familiar with him, but
I don't know.
Apparently he wrestled like independents and stuff when he was younger.
Okay.
Now him and his I believe it's his sons are known on TikTok or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not that familiar.
Well,
but they're relatively popular as far as I understand. So, hey, hats off to the guy. I'm not mad at that if it brings eyes to the promotion and he's not really taking away anything from anyone more deservingly.
Gotcha.
So, yeah,
I'm not mad at it, but it's fine.
That's all I got for that.
Yeah, we got for that. Anything else to add on the AEW thing?
No. I think it's going to be a very good card. I do got to speak on this. I don't like what WWE is doing with their counter programming, because for those that don't know, years ago WWE put on a pay-per-view called Evolution, which was an all-women's pay-per-view, and it was great. And ever since that show, everyone was saying, we need another one. This should probably be a yearly thing.
Right.
They wouldn't do it. They finally bring it back. It was supposed to happen either a month ago or a month from now, but then they moved it to happen today to try to counter AEW's pay-per-view, which is stupid on...
Wait, what is WWE doing today?
They're doing that Evolution pay-per-view today.
I thought that was supposed to be tomorrow. No. Yesterday, they said tomorrow. So, yeah, you were correct.
So, they're doing it to counter the AEW thing, but this doesn't help, because now if Evolution doesn't do great numbers, which I don't think it will, because you're splitting the fan base,
right?
They're going to use that as a reason to not do it again.
Right.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, look, it didn't sell. Well, motherfucker, you put it on the same day as another pay-per-view right after Great American Bash. Because wasn't Great American Bash yesterday or tomorrow?
I don't know.
WWE's Great American Bash, I think,
I got you.
is was yesterday or tomorrow.
Saturday, July 12th. No, that's today.
That's today.
NXT's Great American Bash at 2:30 today.
At 2:30 today. And when is Evolution?
You said Evolution.
It All In's at what? 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 4 o'clock here.
Evolution is tomorrow. Evolution is tomorrow at 7.
Like, who's going to do all of this watching of wrestling in a weekend?
They always kind of do a pay-per-view on one day and then NXT the day before. So,
but I'm like, this is
kind of their normal thing.
Yeah, but why did they move it to this day? Like, they're doing it purposely, and it's not helping.
I don't think. Well, it's NXT. I don't think.
Well, they're trying to take the ratings off. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, I don't think.
But you're not helping your product by doing that.
But putting it on Saturday is kind of like an NXT thing to do. So I understand that because you can't do Friday because of SmackDown.
I'm fine with them doing it on a Saturday, but why this Saturday? Well, why can't it be next Saturday or less? Like, they literally moved it.
Saturday's not the problem. The 2 p.m. start time is the problem.
Yeah.
2:30 because now they're like, okay, well, we start at 2:30, half an hour before them. Everyone's going to watch our show.
But that's my whole point is why do this?
Well,
like, it's not helping your product. Because I plan on watching AEW. Period.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not, and the people who are like me, who's going to watch AEW anyway, now you're hurting your product. Because guess what? If this was last week, I'd have watched Great American Bash last week.
Yes.
I will watch NXT because it's free.
Well, yeah.
but still, but like you said, it's too much wrestling. It's overloaded.
Like this, and you can't say it's coincidence because they announced the date, and then once AEW's date was announced, they changed it. So you know what they're doing.
Right.
And it's not helping your product. I just like...
He wants to make TNA Trick-N-A.
Trick-N-A.
That's actually funny.
I'm like, it's just... I just don't like this type of, we're going to counter program.
So while we're on it, since we're talking about it,
right?
I seen someone say the theory of why Obafemi and Trick won't be called up anytime soon, and he was like, because they can't, just their massive presence, you can't job them out like you could Carmelo. What do you think of that?
Yeah, they can.
No, I know they can, but he's saying just how big they are, how big they, you know what I mean? They're massive presence. To whereas Melo's short, you can be like, yeah, we can use him to put a bunch of people over. We really can't ruin them that way. That was the person's theory. I seen it online.
I disagree because you've seen plenty of big people get jobbed out.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
But not big good people. Usually they're like, weren't that good. Well, I mean, it depends. But they're athletic, big, and they're charismatic. So, I don't know.
Samoa Joe was not treated very well early on.
Yeah, but he wasn't a homegrown talent, which I didn't understand that. I really like Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Remember they had James Storm for like 2 matches?
Yeah, he shout out to Chris Van Vliet. I love his interviews. He had a sit down with James Storm and asked him about what happened there. And he basically said if they didn't offer him the money that he would needed
to switch
to move on from TNA, plus the dates, because obviously he would have been having to work more often.
Okay.
And he's like, my wife, I think he said they were trying to have another baby or just had another baby. I can't remember exactly what it was. And he's like, if I'm going to leave her, it needs to be worthwhile.
Absolutely. And
they didn't make it worthwhile.
Okay.
So
WWE ruins marriages, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I got on that.
Okay.
Yeah, anything else, Malik?
Yep. Nope.
Okay.
Stop counter.
Showing. Yeah, I got you.
Let the show stand on their own.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to have competition. Just let it ride. You'll be all right.
Yeah. All right. Leshar's dominance in FGC.
For those that don't know, Leshar is he Japanese?
Korean.
He's Korean.
Mm-hmm.
Korean player that plays Street Fighter. He recently won.
I got all this stuff up for this year.
Combo Breaker, which Tim and I had went to a couple months back in Chicago, and then about a month later, he went down and won CEO.
Yes.
So back-to-back major tournaments, he won them both.
And actually, a Capcom Cup, because we talked about Capcom Cup, but we talked about the guy who finished first and second.
Yeah,
he actually placed third in Capcom Cup. Didn't even realize that because we were so hung on Blaz.
Yeah, the 15-year-old,
15-year-old and Kakaru winning. He got fifth at Evo Japan, which was right before Combo Breaker, and he got ninth in this Asian Champ League. I don't know what that was.
I don't know what that is.
This is all this year. He's only 25, 26 years old.
Yeah, he's on a tear.
He is it. Yeah.
Like, just the stuff he's pulling off is just impressive. To go travel the world in these tournaments and put on performances like that against hundreds, if not thousands, of people in the brackets.
Yeah.
Is insane. Where you only got to slip up twice and you're out.
Yeah, and this is also he's a KOF player too.
Yeah.
He started with KOF and he's jumped over to, Street Fighter, and he's just been on a tear this year.
He's definitely becoming on the level of a Mena or a Punk.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
For those that don't know, Mena RD and Punk are probably two of the biggest active current players, Street Fighter players. They're not legends on the level of like a Takedo, but they're like the current greats.
Yeah, and speaking of Takedo, actually Leshar he actually left his home and moved to Japan for a year with Takedo. They encouraged him to come over so he can get better, and it's paying off.
Apparently,
it's paying off.
Takedo, he's making money now.
Yeah,
they're probably over in EWC because I know that started. I don't know when the Street Fighter bracket starts at EWC, but they're over there.
Yeah,
that's big money they trying to get in that tournament too, because I think it's a $1 million prize pool. I don't think it's $1 million for first.
Yeah, we talked about before. It was $1 million, and then because we talked about it was $1 million, and I think the second place was, I can't remember. It was because Xiaohai won the last one, if I recall.
Yeah.
Because Leshar was in that too, and he was looking really strong, and then he lost to the modern Tachikawa player, because Leshar used to play Ed, and then Capcom just hates Ed for some reason, who's a Street Fighter character in the game, but they nerfed the heck out of Ed, and then everyone kind of just dropped Ed.
Yeah, so it's $1 million prize pool. Okay. It's not $1 million to first place, $250,000 to first, $130,000 to second. Third and fourth gets $55,000. I'm sorry, this is good money. I know some people are hesitant to enter this tournament because it's in
the Middle East.
It's run by Saudi Arabia, and the whole political navigation of that I'm not going to get into.
Money spends everywhere.
Yeah.
But that kind of money is insane. Top 8, you're guaranteed at least $35,000. Top 16. Hold on, let's do it. If you are in the top 24, you're getting $10,000.
Yeah. I mean, that's not life-changing money.
That's not life-changing money, but that's good money.
It's good.
It's definitely paying for more than your trip.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Especially since with the EWC, they have team placings where like esports teams earn points, and then the teams can get money based off of the performance of the members of their teams. Mm-hmm. So a lot of these teams are just picking up players for the EWC. So they're paying. So the people aren't even paying out of their pocket to go over there.
Right. Oh, yeah, see?
The teams are paying to send them over there with the hopes that they'll earn them enough points to get that money back. in the team rankings.
And then you get $10,000 on top of it. You'd be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
and this starts right after Evo, basically.
Okay, so the street fight, because EWC is going on right now because they just did the first round of Fatal Fury the other day.
Okay.
I was watching some of those matches. So it's going on now, and the EWC, they do almost every game.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just fighting games. Like they were doing Valorant earlier this week. I wouldn't be surprised if they did Marvel Rivals. I think they do Siege. Like they do pretty much every esports game over there, and they're paying out major money for these games.
Yep. So this starts August 20th, which is literally 2 weeks right after Evo.
Yeah,
2.5 maybe. But I expect Leshar to be over there, like killing it again. Like I
believe he's qualified by winning.
Yeah, I know he's qualified for Capcom Cup. I'm pretty sure, but
Leshar's qualified already.
Yeah, of course.
He qualified already just by his placement in Capcom Cup.
Okay, that's Capcom Cup 11.
Yeah, that's the one that happened earlier this year.
Yeah, oh, there's Juicy Joe.
Yeah,
we apologize again, man.
But yeah, because of his placement there, he automatically qualified based off of that. Okay. And then last year's champion is automatic. That makes sense.
Yeah,
he won last year.
Yeah.
What's all those logos next to him?
This is the country he's from.
No. The other side.
This side. These are the esports teams I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
He sponsors them. So these are all like different esports leagues that's basically paying for these players to go over there.
Right.
With the hopes that enough of the guys they sponsor do well enough for them to get money in the team.
I'm assuming Big Bird and Angry Bird know each other.
Oh, actually, yeah. Yeah.
Yes, they didn't know each other at first, but they're like from the same area. They're from
over
Saudi
there.
Arabia.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia? Or are they from
UAE?
UAE. Okay. They're from UAE, and they met playing against each other. And then became friends.
Yeah, and but Big Bird was actually one of the nicest people I met in the FGC.
Yeah, he was really
cool
when we met him.
Angry Bird was cool too, but Big Bird obviously speaks English a little bit better than Angry Bird.
Mm-hmm.
But
and just Angry Bird seems more I'm not going to say timid, quiet type. You know, I'm not a very social person. He's just quiet. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah,
keep it moving type.
Yeah,
kind of like me.
Yeah,
if I'm in a social setting, and hey, how you doing?
But
I'll be pleasant, but I'm not holding conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. But
whereas Big Bird's much more social.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of, and I just want y'all quick thoughts on this, a little off topic, but talking about Marvel Rivals, since you mentioned it,
yeah,
I feel like Marvel Rivals is the one game that no matter how good you are, you still need your teammates.
Well, it's a team-based game.
Yeah, but I'm like, so like in Overwatch, as Moira, I can do everything. I didn't need, if my teammates sucked, I didn't care. You know what I mean? But like in Rivals, I'm like, if my teammates suck, it makes me suck.
Oh, it's horrible.
You know what I mean? Like I was like, even in like Siege, like I can suck, but Malik can carry the rest of the team.
Yeah, someone can carry, but
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I feel like Rivals is the one game where I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like if everyone else sucks, you're just gonna suck too, and there's nothing you can do about it.
It's when you play Rivals, like there's really not like a balanced game. It's usually either the one team is completely dominating and the other team stinks.
Yes.
Like it's not like it's evenly balanced. No, it's just it stinks. Like one team is destroying it and the other team is just doing terrible.
Every once in a while you'll get a real good game.
Right.
But yeah.
But but usually that's my problem. Like I hate these free to play games because all these people just, it's free so they don't care. So they're throwing and they're constantly throwing and it's like, guys, I know it's quick play, but can you at least try?
Right.
It is. They're like, well, play ranked. I'm like, they do it in ranked too.
Oh my God. The ranked team I had was so bad. I was like, I told the one dude, I was like, you were 7 different characters. Don't play ranked anymore.
Yeah, like it's aggravating, you know, and then then they're like, "Oh, you're not healing me." Well, I'm getting dove. You have to protect the healer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
the other team has a Spider-Man. That means he's coming after the healer.
Right.
Like,
Spider-Man, Captain America, Magic, you know, Black Panther, all these divers, Iron Fist, and it's like it's frustrating, you know, and then people don't want to switch off. It's like it's the same thing as Overwatch, you know what I mean? It's just they don't care and it's frustrating. And then of course you start getting nasty in the chat and then they get all mad at you and they're telling you suck and you don't know how to play the game. Like, I know how to play the game. I ain't perfect, but it's like I know enough to be like, hey, maybe you should protect your healer or, you know, or the tank. You're not tanking right. Now, just because you're a tank don't mean you can just dive in and attack 5 people. Right. Like you have to tank right, you know. Yeah. That's
what I do as a tank. I'm up front. I'm fighting.
You're on the front line. Exactly. You're supposed to, you know, you're supposed to spread it out and take the damage and, you know, and but, you know, these tanks think they can just go ahead and just dive and just leave the team. And I'm like, hello, that's not how this works.
Oh, leaving the team. No. I always try to be with a healer. But
so
that's all I wanted.
Yeah. Looking at Esports World Cup, this is all the games that's going to be taking place at the Esports World Cup over the next few weeks.
Apex Legends?
Like they
forgot about that game.
They still doing freaking PUBG.
Didn't they shut down Apex?
I don't know.
I thought they shut it down.
I don't.
Oh no! I'm sorry. Apex is the I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Anthem.
Oh yeah, that game died years ago.
Yeah, that's why I was real confused. Like, why is that in there?
Yeah, that's like all these millions, and then I'm pretty sure they have
PUBG.
I
used to be really good at that game.
Like what's this club? Like, see here right at the top, they got the esports teams.
Yeah,
rankings.
Okay.
So if you're the top team, they get a payout too. That's why they're dropping a lot of money for pro players in different games.
Oh, that's cool.
Because they're hoping they get that money back.
Right.
And look, where'd it go? That just was there. Here it goes.
It was $7 million for the team. Oh my goodness.
So yeah, $7 million the team gets if you're in first.
Yeah, I'll pay a couple players to go.
So I'll spend $50,000 to send some people over there. Yeah. Throw them all in one house.
Shit, look at the 24th place.
I'm about to say you still get $100K.
Yeah, you spend $30,000. One Airbnb, throw all of them in one Airbnb together.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good payout. That's how you do. That's how you should do a payout. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this that's what I mean. Like Saudi Arabia is throwing crazy money.
Their money is real.
So that's why a lot of Dual Kevin just got sponsored.
Yes, I saw that.
And it's literally just until EWC ends. Once EWC's over, that contract's done.
Gotcha.
They're literally paying just to send him here with the hopes that they can get some of that money.
Nice guy too.
Very nice guy.
Very nice
Kevin's
guy,
very nice. But so this team, whoever they are, they already won something, Ren Sport, whatever that is. So they already got first place so far, and they definitely gonna try to keep that spot. Yeah. But Falcons, I think that's who. I know they sponsor Street Fighter players, but I'm trying to remember who. I think Falcons might be.
Now I'm starting to. I can't think who it is right now.
Well, there was a bunch of when you were at the one page. It was like all their pictures were next
NL,
to them.
Okay,
NL's one of them.
Yeah, he was in my bracket. That combo breaker. NL was.
No,
it was NL.
Big Bird and Angry Bird are sponsored by Taquito.
Oh, okay.
Or the same people that sponsored Taquito. But this is big time money that people are trying to get into. So
Launch-in. I know he's happy Sagat's coming back.
But that's big money. But back on topic to Leshar, I could see him making a run here too.
Yeah.
If he wins this, that'd be the year of your
triple
life.
Crown? Yeah.
You know,
he's winning
$7,000 to $10,000 from Combo Breaker, another between $5,000 and $10,000 from CEO, then a $250,000 if he wins here. Like,
and Evo's coming up too.
And Evo's coming up
over here, and he's been placing top 8 in these tournaments. So you know what I mean. Like Evo Japan, he got 5th, and like I said, Capcom Cup, he got 3rd. You know, so this is his year.
They do need to spread the money out in Capcom Cup.
We talked about that already. Yeah, I did. That's terrible.
Yeah,
that's
$1 million, and then the next person's down to like $100,000.
Yeah, like
that's a huge drop.
Yeah, we talked. Yeah, that's terrible. No, I agree.
That fight would be like, you'd be stressed. Like, I'm either winning $1 million or $100,000. Like, life changing or good year.
Yeah. Like, and the other one was 15. I think the lowest was like what, $1,500. That's barely enough for a plane ticket. To go over there. Yeah. Coach. Yeah. Coach. So yeah. Yeah. So 2 years ago, Mena was on top.
Yeah.
And then last year, it was a little bit. It was I guess they would say it was Punk because he won Evo, but a lot of people won. Like Xiaohai won the EWC last year, and Punk won that, and I can't remember who won Combo Breaker for some reason last year. But
who won Capcom Cup last year?
I don't remember for some reason. It's not.
I can't remember who won Capcom Cup.
Yeah, my mind's drawing a blank here. Maybe 2024.
Yeah. Because obviously this year was Kakaru.
Yes.
But I don't know who won. Doesn't say. Why isn't it telling me? Placings.
There you go.
Kakaru?
Oh no, that was last year. That was this year.
Yeah. So it'd be Capcom Cup 10.
Uma. That is right. It was Uma because he won and then he split. Uma won $1 million. Was like, I'm done. I'm not playing no more.
Started business.
Like, he legit was like, "Yep, I'm done. I'm not competing no more." I forgot about that. That is right. With Jury, he was one to use Jury, right?
I don't remember.
Because they were talking about how they were talking about Jury's not strong, but a Jury person won. Jury player won. Capcom, yeah,
yep.
But yeah, if Leshar keeps winning like he's going to,
look, he got 5th place at this one with Chun-Li.
That boy good.
His kid's good.
That boy good.
Mm-hmm. He's good. I mean, I
just racking up money.
Yeah, this is when.
And I'm curious how these sponsor contracts go.
Yeah,
like, because I know some of them are just like, "Hey, we'll pay for your hotel or whatever." Well, like, actually, Berimbolo,
yeah,
he got sponsored. Someone's paying for him to go to Evo.
Oh, nice.
They got an Airbnb that he could stay at and paying for his flight and whatnot.
Good for him, because he had a hell of a
run at
Combo Breaker. He's part of our FGC, so he got the top 48. He got eliminated by Jack, but which is no slouch because Jack made top 8.
Yeah,
Jack's great. So, but good for him though.
Yeah,
that's good.
He said the guy that paid for him to go out to Evo got him a
nice
Airbnb out there, nice or. I don't think it was Airbnb, a nice hotel room.
I wish we can go to Evo this year, but
yeah,
we went last year. That's all good.
Last year we were a little broke.
Adulting sucks, but actually, I was thinking, if we go to Frosty Faustings, where we're going one of these things next year. If we can ask them about like how does the payments go for these type of they get sponsored and stuff. If they want to tell us, it's up to them. But but okay. That's all I got on it. Yeah,
that's all I got.
Yeah,
and Lazarus.
I'm sorry I made y'all watch this. Look,
dude, I watch the new animes, so it's
yeah. I was like, let's try something different while everyone's talking about it, and
100% thought I was about to be the bad guy here.
No,
So
Well, you didn't like it?
It was all right. So I don't know why I'm blanking. I'm blanking on names right now, but
Axel, the main character.
No.
Okay.
So I'll get to that in a second. But so the creator of Yu Yu Hakusho then created Hunter x Hunter.
Right.
Both amazing.
Yes.
The creator of Death Note then created Platinum Men. Death Note was amazing. Platinum Men was one of the worst pieces of garbage I've ever seen. This show and Cowboy Bebop are now somewhere in between them.
Okay.
It wasn't completely horrible, but it wasn't. It's not going to be a memorable show to me.
I was bored out of my fucking mind.
Yeah.
So we seen the main dude they were looking for in the third episode. Me and Jay was like, he's right there.
Yeah.
You're looking for this guy to save your life, and he is right there, and you don't see him?
Yep.
At that point, I only watched the show just to see how they found him. I didn't care anymore. To me, the main character made no sense to the team to me. I did not understand the point of Axel.
Yeah.
He made no sense to the team, like, whatsoever to me.
See, I didn't know his point in the team for the most part. I thought he was kind of charismatic. Like,
I'm just talking about for their team. Why, what was the point of going through all of that? All he did was like cause more trouble for them in the end.
Yeah,
right.
Then the assassins and all them came after him. So
yeah,
it's like, the fight scenes were dope.
The elevator fight scene,
the gun scenes were terrible. They made guns seem absolutely pointless in this world.
You know what pissed me the hell off? Why the fuck, episode 1, they pointed the gun at Axel as he was breaking out of the prison.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dozens of times. Not one shot was fired. He's escaping.
Right.
Shoot him.
And you know me. You know I hate the word mid because of how much people use it. This show was the perfect definition of mid.
Like
it. And to be honest, this season's anime currently is fire. There are some fire animes on right now. Last season's, there were a few good ones. This was not one of them. This was the bottom of the new anime that came out. And I was like, I love Cowboy Bebop. Yeah. Jazz didn't really like it. So she's like,
Tim's not a big fan of Cowboy Bebop.
She was like, she felt the same way about this that she felt about Cowboy Bebop. She's like, the music is cool, but that's about it. So
I'm actually gonna give that anime another chance.
What?
Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, okay, I thought you meant that. I was gonna say you don't need to. I thought you were talking about this too. I thought y'all were gonna say I liked it. I was like, I'm gonna be the bad guy here.
No, we're on the same. Yeah, I was
so.
I fell asleep on it like 3 different times. I had to rewatch like a couple episodes. But to come back real quick for Cowboy Bebop. Also, I remember when it was on Adult Swim or whatever it was. Yeah, I saw it. But I was like, whatever. Yeah. Darren ruined this anime for me, him and Hawk. They kept talking about the last episode. And you had to wait till all this action happens. Yeah. It was the stupidest thing I've ever saw. It was in the church or something. It was the very last episode. Yeah. They shot the church up and he did 3 shots and it was over. I ringed them a new one for like the next 20 years. And I said, I was so mad. I was like, you guys talked about this for hours and hours and hours. Oh, wait. And then I was like, are you serious? This is it? I hated the anime forever. And I was like, so my friend was like, you know what, look, dude, it's been like 20 plus years. Give it another chance. So I'm actually going to give it another chance. And somewhere down the road, it will be a topic of me. Tim goes through Cowboy Bebop and actually gives it another chance.
But I'll just say this about this. Like, it literally, after like, I would say episode like 4 or 5, I like looked at Jazz and I was like, I don't want to watch this anymore. I just want to know when they will find him. But it was like this anime was just so forgetful. It wasn't good. And I wasn't.
No,
it wasn't.
And like I said, I apologize because I'm the one that suggested this.
I was fully ready to be the bad guy here today.
No!
I was like, because I told Jazz, I was like, man, I hope they didn't like this because I'm about to go. I was like, it was just not. Again, I'm not gonna say it was to the level of Platinum Men because again, that was
a dumpster fire.
To be honest, you got Republicans fighting to get rid of abortions. Y'all should be fighting to get rid of Platinum Men because it is much worse.
Now, I did talk to him the other day about some about Lazarus. The stuff that happens in it reminds me it feels like what's going to happen in 30 years. Because I like with the flooding, like how over in like there's so many coastal cities that are like basically going.
Well, it was set like 30 years in the future too.
Exactly.
So,
and like these viruses and stuff like that. Like I don't know if I'll be alive in 30 years, but I know millennials will be in their 60s and 70s in 30 years. So it makes me wonder if this is what's really going to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you figure the doctor was like 50 something and he was born in like 98. I was like, okay, so he's younger than all of us.
Yeah, that's Gen Z. So yeah.
But the funny thing was, I was like to Jazz, I was like, they would do all of this and then they'd be like, come out with this announcement to be like, oh yeah, everyone who tried it, you're gonna die, and your time's almost up. And I'd be looking like, I ain't tried till like 2 years after everyone else because I don't like medicine. Like, all right, so I'm good for another 2 years. Whatever happens.
Yeah. So like, I agree with what you said. It just wasn't appealing, and Malik said it was boring, and I agree with both you 1000% because I was just like, man, this is. I felt like after the elevator fight, it was kind of like
mediocre.
Dude, they made guns feel just completely pointless. To me, I think the coolest part of the whole show was the dude with the strings when they sent the special agents after him. That was you know what I'm talking about, where he like strung them all up in the end.
Okay, yeah.
Like that part. That was like the coolest part. But even that, I was like, why don't you just shoot him? Why aren't you shooting? Shoot. I'm like, why are you just letting him come towards you? Shoot. So it like I said, the fight scenes, the hand-to-hands were entertaining, but when they brought out guns, I was just like, okay, well, we know nothing's happening here.
Right.
But yeah, literally, supposedly the smartest guy on the team looks right at the guy that they're looking for in the 3rd episode, and then it takes you another 10 episodes to find him.
Yeah, and he was just sitting on a freaking lawn chair at the end. Like,
and then he's like, oh, that was him? Yeah, he looks exactly like his picture. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I was like, wow.
Yeah,
yes. I didn't like. I know they all got back together because they're gonna. I don't know what season 2 is gonna be, but there
doesn't need to be a season 2.
Yeah, they can just let this one go. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, so
definitely won't be watching season 2.
No, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good. That's it for that one. Yeah, I just.
There's a much, much better anime that came on last season, and I'll talk about that later.
All
right. Because I don't even want to talk about that
I'm good with it, yeah.
All right, Siege. What's new on Siege, Malik?
I mean, it finally dropped, got to play it a bit. I gotta say, yes, the overhaul wasn't as noticeable as I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
They kind of made it seem like everything's going to feel completely different. That's not really the case. Don't get me wrong. The sound and lighting changes that they made are noticeable. You can tell that the sound and the lighting is better. Does it make the game significantly different? No. Does it mean I don't like the game? No, I still love the game. Don't get me wrong.
Would they go to like dynamic lighting now or something like that?
Yeah, it's a lot more like you got to be aware of where you're standing or else your shadow is going to give you away as you're trying to come through a doorway. Stuff like that. You got to be more cognizant of that type of stuff. But does that change everything drastically? No, because most people aren't going to be looking for shadows. Most people still didn't look for. I was surprised how many people didn't look for the laser dot pointing on walls that giving people away.
Yeah.
Like there's so many times I'm like, oh, there's someone right on the other side of this wall. I see their laser pointing at the door.
Right.
Like So a shadow ain't going to make a significant difference to the everyday player.
Right.
The sound, I don't know how many people don't do it, but sound is very important in that game.
Dude, when I used to play, I had to wear headphones.
You have to.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was like you could hear like the footsteps.
Yes,
Right.
the funny thing, Tim went years without using headphones.
I did.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
He never
I had to wear headphones, so I'm like, I got to hear everything.
He never used them until
it
like
didn't help me.
Like 8 months ago.
Yeah, it didn't help me. I still was like the first to die every time.
But but yeah, now the sound is definitely much better. You can, like, before you could hear footsteps and you're like, okay, they're above me, but are they above me over there or above me back there? I don't know. Now you can tell, oh, they're over there.
Mm-hmm.
So the sound definitely makes a difference, but what you can do with that information is still the same. If you know they're over there, but they're in an area where you can't shoot them from below, doesn't matter. You just know where they're at.
Yeah.
So
Go.
so it's better, but it's not groundbreaking.
That's fair. So they got rid of unranked, right? That's what they got rid of. Unranked.
No, they brought back unranked.
They got rid of
standard.
Yeah. So now, like, you ever played like ranked in Siege before?
Dude, it's been years since I've played Siege. I don't remember.
Now,
I doubt it.
You can ban operators now after every round.
That's a different change. That's a change they brought in with Siege.
So if you're like you played Capcan a lot, right? You used to play Capcan a lot, if I remember.
What's Capcan?
The guy with the booby traps.
Booby traps in the doorways and stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember playing Ash a lot too.
Okay, we'll use Ash as a prime example.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got to ace the first round with Ash, most likely they're going to ban her the next round. So you have to play somebody else. Like you can't just sit there and be a one trick and just keep playing Ash.
Got you.
So
Capcan is
he's a Russian operator. He's right there. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
So
I
like
was him a lot.
Yeah. So like if you're Cav and you're interrogating like two out of the 5 people on your team, most likely Cav's going to get banned the next round, so you have to play somebody else.
Right.
So that's how it goes. And then like if you get into overtime, everyone that's been banned stays banned.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So like
it definitely changes the strategy up from round to round. Because when I first heard about the bans every round, I thought it meant, hey, whoever I banned in the first round is going to be available in the next, and we're just going to ban somebody else. But no, it's a cumulative.
Yeah.
Oh.
So each round, an additional character gets banned.
Oh.
And then when you switch sides, the bans reset, and then you start banning again.
So you have to learn to play with a bunch of different
characters.
because
so the strategy is going to change. So even if you won or lost the objective in round 1, say you're defending and you lost, so you can go back to that same objective again.
Yeah.
Well, now if they banned someone that you was using, now you can't even do the same setup.
Right.
You gotta pivot.
Yeah.
So I do like that because it changes things. So like I said, they've made changes that's definitely it's steps in the right direction. I'm not upset with the changes they made. They're just not revolutionary.
Yeah, Capcan, Ash, and Ella was the 3 I played with.
Okay, so yeah, but like Ash, I can see still getting banned because it's Ash. Capcan, not really, and Ella, she ain't Ella. I wasn't around when Ella.
Ever since they nerfed her gun,
yeah,
Ella's just there. She's fine, but
but you'll see like Docs get banned a lot because Doc, I'm just going to run out and spawn peek and juice up, and then Warden gets banned and Caveira gets banned, and when we played that I was picking Legion that first round, they banned him right away, and but no, it does make you have to learn to play other operators, which I do like about that.
And also pivot around certain things where they're like, okay, if the team's like, we're going to take away every denial player, so Jaeger, Bandit, Kaid, and Mute, we're going to ban all 3 of them. Now what are you going to do? Because now you can't stop us from hard breach.
So all you can do is pick Tuber around and delay it.
Yeah, so it forces you to pivot and change your tactics because you don't know what you're going to what tools are going to be available to you.
Right.
Kaid wasn't even around last time I played.
Well, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I stopped right here. Alibi and
Maestro. Yeah.
Those were the last two that I played.
Put the ACOG back on Maestro's LMG, please.
That's not
I
never
know,
coming
that was
back.
great. But yeah, they were banning hard breachers a lot when we
well, that's what you should do.
Yeah, that's true.
Slow people down from getting in. It makes it harder for them to get in.
But yeah, so overall I like it a lot. I do. They also did Clash, right? They redid her. I didn't play her yet. You just passed her up a little bit ago.
I did.
Yeah.
Right there.
Right there.
Yeah. Because she was actually like no one ever picked her.
She was widely considered the worst character in the game.
Which is understandable. I used her on one map really well. It was I think it was Bank when we were down in the basement.
Yeah.
You know, they like to go underneath that little tunnel. I would just, control that. But other than that, she had to have support because if she was by herself, she was done. But they reworked her. I guess she can stop. She can leave her shield there and she can leave or something.
Leave and like set it off remotely.
Yeah.
Kind of like they definitely changed her a bit and made her a little better. But like I said, it's moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. This is just me speculating. Maybe this was just something to set up for future ideas that they have. That's like, hey, we have an idea for an operator that's going to do X. I don't know what, but the current system just ain't going to work.
Right.
So they had to do this type of innovation, redo, whatever you want to call it, to enable them to have ideas for future operators, because operators are starting to get repetitive because there's only so much you can do.
Right.
So they need to be able to try to stay creative.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm okay with them doing things, and if it's going to enable them to continue to be creative with the game.
Because they have so many operators in the game, but a lot of people don't use, like, what's his name?
There's a lot of people.
The one that we used to do on, oh my God, I can't, Border. I always pick them, and you pick Glass. Oh my God, I can't think. Sens. No one ever picks Sens.
No one ever picks Sens. I like Sens. I mean, his thing isn't the greatest.
Yeah. But we make it work on Border.
But we make it work on Border really well.
So but yeah, like people don't use him. Osa, no one really uses.
Her hair is offensive.
At least they made her South African. When they said there was a South African operator, we're like, it better be black. Malik like, if it's white, I don't care if it's
I don't care that South Africa has a large white population.
If she's from Africa, then that hair makes sense then.
But then people don't pick her. Well, some people do pick her a little bit, but
the higher level players use her.
Yeah.
But
Goyo, John League with Zamo, you don't see people pick him really.
Ever since they took away his shields, they don't pick him as much.
Yeah.
He said he looked like John League with Zamo.
He does.
That's funny.
But overall, I like it though.
Yeah.
So we haven't played in a little bit. We usually do our Siege on Sundays. So
yeah. Speaking of which, we should be playing tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
as soon as I get back from the gym, I'm
get that text message every morning, every Sunday morning. Siege Sunday,
Sunday Siege,
Sunday Siege, and then Street Fighter afternoon Sundays. Yep. That's usually how it goes. Anything else on the Siege, Jack?
Nah, I'm good.
Nah,
just real quick touch.
Yeah,
nothing crazy.
All right. Fatal Fury City of the Wolves struggles on its sales.
This is a mess.
This is just disappointing because Fatal Fury is a good game. I just think if they didn't spend as much on marketing as they did, no one would care. But they dropped so much money on marketing because they paid Ronaldo a shit ton of money. They paid something to Salvatore.
They had him come out at WrestleMania.
Yes, right. They had to pay some kind of money for that.
Oh, I'm sure.
They promoted it in a boxing event in New York City.
Yeah.
So all of this money they dropped, leading to abysmal sales, is just heartbreaking. Because I like the game. The game is fun. It's good.
The problem is, and I hate to say it, it's not beginner friendly.
It's not.
I think that's one of the problems.
That's one of the things. Like, a lot of people in the fighting game community have been complaining for years that fighting games are being catered to the casuals. They're too easy.
They are, but Fatal
Fury was like, fuck that. We're going to make a game for the diehards. And this is what happened.
Yeah.
So those of you who are complaining about video game companies catering to casuals, Fatal Fury is showing you what happens when you don't.
Like, there has to be a better balance, I agree, but Mai is more fun in Street Fighter 6 than she is in Fatal Fury, and she is from Fatal Fury.
I actually like Mai better in Fatal Fury.
She's more fun to use in Street Fighter 6.
I like her better in Fatal Fury than in Street Fighter 6.
So there's a lot of blame to go around in this. First, I'm going to blame the Saudis, because, you know, they're the one, their marketing was terrible. We all know who Ronaldo is. I just think that was a bad choice.
See, I don't, because it got millions of eyes on the game.
Right.
So I don't think that was a bad choice. Did it turn out great? No. But you don't know how anything's going to turn out until
it actually happens.
It actually happens. So I'm not upset with that. Salvatore, whatever, they probably didn't have to pay him too much. They just like the guy.
But they have a DJ in Duck King. They could just put Duck King. But again, like,
once again, the Saudis like Salvatore. So whatever.
So this is saying total they sold 64,000 copies.
That I don't know if that's Steam numbers. I don't know.
That's supposed to be across everything.
But compared to Street Fighter 5,
go up to the top. It says Steam.
Oh, Steam stats. Yeah, sorry.
So that's only on Steam.
But that's still
abysmal, though. Don't get me wrong. That's still abysmal.
Well, I keep seeing like their first week they sold 6,300 copies in the first 2 weeks on like PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 5. So,
like those,
2,600 on PlayStation 4.
Yeah, it didn't sell well. Like, don't get me wrong. It's sold. The numbers are abysmal.
Yeah.
They are.
Regardless of if you include PlayStation or not, they're still abysmal.
Yeah.
But I think the way they market, I know you said you think the marketing was fine. I think it was bad. And also, this is on the developers too, because developers did not make this game beginner friendly. And they need to take a hard look at themselves.
See, I'm not going to say this is on the developers, because the developers were lit. Everyone has been. You go onto the internet and all you hear is these fighting games are too easy. These fighting games are too easy. These fighting games are too easy. So they're like, all right, we hear you. We're not going to do that. But then those same people are sitting there not buying this game. That's not on the developers.
Some of it is, not all. I think the more, like I said, I blame the gameplay on the developers, but the marketing I'm blaming on the Saudis.
There's nothing wrong with the gameplay.
It's too difficult. Even for me, who has 30 plus years experience, even I find it a little difficult, but I can manage it, but it's fine. I can work with it. But that's, even to me, I'm just kind of like, and then no one's playing it. It's not appealing to anybody. I don't know. I think the roster is fine. Minus, Ronaldo thing, but I think the roster is fine, but it's missing something.
And honestly, I don't know what the answer is, because part of me is it really that difficult? Because I'm not a huge KOF player, but is KOF much easier than Fatal Fury?
Yes and no. I mean, like, I don't the KOF, the movesets are a little difficult in my opinion, like, because SNK's movesets were always weird. Like, you have like the down forward, back, then half circle, forward.
Yeah.
Like, they need to get away from that. They've always done that though. That's always been their thing.
But the reason why I'm saying that is KOF sold fine.
Yeah.
KOF 15 sold fine. Why did KOF sell fine, but Fatal Fury didn't?
KOF 15 sold fine, right?
Yeah.
14 was terrible. I know 14 didn't do well at all.
But KOF 15, the most recent one, sold fine.
That I haven't.
Why did that do well? Which was made by the same company, using some of the same characters. So I don't think KOF is easier from a gameplay perspective than Fatal Fury, especially considering in KOF you got to learn at least 3 characters. You have to, because it's a 3v3 game.
Yeah, right.
So you have to learn at least 3 characters.
So
Fatal Fury, you only have to learn 1. So
that's true.
What I can't say it's the gameplay when the gameplay between Fatal Fury and KOF isn't that different.
Okay.
So what is it? I don't know what why it's not doing well.
I don't know either. And
do you just think that they may have marketed it to the wrong people?
I think that's a possibility.
That's a possibility.
Not like I was about to say, like sports fans, you're trying to drag them into a fighting game, like with the soccer like fans,
right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, but then you'll also you got to understand like how hardcore soccer fans are. Right. So you'll get ones that's like, oh, well, now I'm not going to play that game because of Ronaldo.
Right.
Because I don't like Ronaldo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it'd be like, if you're like, oh,
but also,
we're going to put Michigan in a game, and I'll be like, well, I don't want to play it now.
But Michigan, go blue, first of all. But the fan base of Michigan is nothing compared to the fan base of Ronaldo.
Right, but what I'm saying is, you have a lot of haters of him too.
Yes, you have a lot of haters of him, but you have a lot of haters of any player,
right,
in soccer. If I'm going to choose one, I'm going to choose the most popular one.
No, you're not wrong. But what I'm saying is that you're trying to not drag those fans, but you're marketing to those fans, and those may not necessarily be your audience that even, like wants to indulge in this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you tried to like market to like the WWE fan base, but you got to remember WWE drops around the same time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I don't, because marketing wise, fighting games don't really do marketing. Right. They just kind of sell themselves.
Right.
Well, yeah,
like,
you don't really market a Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You're just like, it's here. And you're like, okay, cool.
Right.
But on the other hand, like he said, it's a Street Fighter. It's a Mortal Kombat. They're kind of at such a level that just the mere mention that it exists gets people interested.
Right.
Fatal Fury doesn't have that notoriety.
Right.
So you have to do some kind of marketing. But
yeah, I get that. I'm just wondering if they maybe marketed it to the wrong
people. Yeah, that's what I was
going
to say.
I don't know who you was marketing to when you chose Salvatore. That made no sense.
Yeah, when we did the post about Salvatore, when we did the episodes back, when we talked about this game about to come out, and you were like, "Who is this guy? Seriously?"
Yeah,
like
who we looked him up. He was like, "We have his 400,000 followers." You're like, "That's okay for an average person."
That's an IG model's follower.
You know that's less than an IG model. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
but yeah, that's what I'm like. But marketing wise, I don't know what the answer is, because I think the majority of the people that would show up to an Evo or a combo breaker that would have tried and tested that game have it.
Yeah, because we have it.
We have it.
We have it. You know,
but it's the people that, like, there's millions. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Yeah, I could say millions, because Street Fighter sold like 5 million copies. So there's millions of people who play Street Fighter that will never go to a tournament.
I'm about to say, but a lot of them are casuals.
That's what I mean.
A lot of them are
That's what I mean. They will never go to a tournament. So how do you market to them?
So I can say
that's the whole question. Like, how do you market to those people? Because you don't know where they're going to be.
So I can say this as a casual,
right?
I wouldn't know anything about this game if you guys didn't tell me about it.
Yeah. Right.
When he showed up at WrestleMania, I'd have just been like, "Who the freak is that?" And I would have just left it at that. I would have not researched. I wouldn't have Googled. I wouldn't have been like, "Oh, let me see who this is," or "What's this game?" I'd have just been like, "Who's that?" and not cared.
Yeah. Okay. So you playing the role as the casual fan, how would someone how do you feel someone should market a game to someone like you who may not be familiar with it?
We talked about this before. You have to give me a character that I want to play as.
I don't think
Salvatore is one of them.
So you need you need to draw them in with a character that is going to appeal to you as a casual fan. So easiest answer is some sort of anime character.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, if you've been like, Urameshi's in this game, and I'd have been like, well, I want to play as Urameshi, but Jump Force sucked. I'll try it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or, you know, like just something for me.
Okay.
Right,
you know what I mean? So, because for other people, you kind of like have to figure out. I don't see how putting Ronaldo in this game, even though it is cool, it's a cool idea. I don't see how that's going to drag people from FIFA over to your game.
Yeah. I'm guessing, this is just a guess on my part. One, they already had him because he signed to one of their soccer teams.
Right.
Two, he's the most followed person in all of sports.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So even if there's a large number of people that follow him that don't play FIFA, that will play this game. So they're like, we could possibly get them.
That's possibly true. Yeah. So, but Ronaldo, I get.
Yeah,
it's the Salvatore I don't get.
Salvatore, I don't think they did that as a way of getting people in. They did that because I understand that one of the people in the royal family likes him.
Okay.
So they're just like, we like him. We have control over this game. Put him in it.
See,
they didn't do that thinking numbers.
To me, the best way would be to take a character or somebody that's popular that people don't get to play with in any other game, and that would draw them into your game specifically. So I get it from a Ronaldo standpoint. Like like you said, people who don't play FIFA might be like, oh, well, I still want to play as Ronaldo. I can play this game.
Yeah.
Right.
So let's see, what was real big? I don't know. Let's say like Jon Snow, just for instance. People love Jon Snow. If you'd have been like, okay, we're putting Jon Snow in a fighting game, you're like, well, I can't play as Jon Snow anywhere else. So yeah, I'm gonna try this out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You only need their sale. Like, you know what I mean? So they might hate it, maybe, but they bought it. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Something like that. Just, you know, getting people
something from pop culture.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I still think they did a good deal with us by giving us the first season for free.
Yeah.
Like that's a score. You know what I mean?
That is a deal.
You know, but
like no company is like, hey, buy our game and we're going to give you the first year of DLC, 100% included.
Right.
Like every other game's like, fuck you, give me my money.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
But I think for season 2, I think right now, obviously this season's done. So just let the season come out with the characters. I think Ken's coming out at Evo or right after Evo. And I think someone else and Joe's coming out, Joe Higashi, and then Chun-Li, and I think Mr. Big.
Mr. Big's last.
So I think for the next season, I think they should just tweak some of the mechanics in this game. So when season 2 come out, just kind of like how they did Marvel 3, when it was Marvel 3 Fate of the Two Worlds, that game didn't do very well. Then it came out with Ultimate Marvel 3 like 6-7 months later. You might have to do something like that and just, you know, just tone it down a little bit with the mechanics a little bit to make people want to come and actually feel, even though of course I'm against the easier mode, but I get it.
Jinwoo.
If they bring in Jinwoo,
you could have capitalized off of his popularity.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jinwoo.
But
Gojo.
Yeah, like you just capitalize off their popularity to where people are like, well, I can't really play with them anywhere else. I definitely want to try them in here.
Yeah.
You know?
Tim, this is more for you since you've played the game. Do you think the game would have done better if they had a better training mode? If
Absolutely.
They had better onboarding?
Absolutely. And the UI is disgustingly ugly, just to get that out there again.
You complained about that from day one.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I know.
Have you seen it?
You showed me it, the yellow.
It's awful, man.
It is ugly. It's the navigation is bad, but the onboarding of the game is not good.
No.
There's a mechanic in the game called hyper defense that I didn't know how it worked, even though they had a tutorial for it, because they didn't explain how it actually worked. They didn't explain it well. So I'm like, their onboarding was atrocious.
Yeah, well, that's a problem.
When you have a training module for something and I still can't figure out how it works, that's bad. That's worse than just not having it in there at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I agree that the training tutorial was terrible in this game.
The tutorials are terrible. The training is terrible, but I don't know if that brings in anybody. Now, since you brought it up, Ken's coming in about a month and a half.
Yeah, he's coming right after Evo. Yeah, he'll be Playboy at Evo, I believe.
And he'll be released a little bit after that.
Right.
Ken from
Street Fighter. Yeah.
Do you think he will bring in sales?
A little bit, especially from because everyone knows who Ken is.
Yeah.
Even if you don't play fighting it, you know who Ryu is, you know who Ken is, you know who Chun-Li is.
Right.
Like you just they're the big three.
Yeah.
Street Fighter. You know who they are.
So I'm curious on if Ken and or Chun-Li, when they drop, can lead to a boost in sales.
It will help, but I still think they're going to have to like change some of the mechanics a little bit just to bring in that casual people to,
especially considering I think the season 1 being free is still going on. It was, I don't think it was a limited time thing. I think if you buy the game, period, you get season 1 for free. So if you buy it, pre-order it like I did, or you buy it the last day of season 1, I think you're getting season 1 for free.
Yeah, because
either way.
Yeah, because I bought it. It came out in April. I bought it. I just put in the season 1 thing, whenever Andy dropped.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, it's still here. Cool. It's in my thing.
So I think that eventually could lead to a boost in sales, especially if they promote it. They say, hey, you're still getting the season 1 for free.
Right. It's a possibility. I think Ken will help a little bit because even Rash said that he just wants to play Ken. He doesn't care about nothing else about the game. He goes, I just want to play Ken. Obviously, he wants Geese in the game.
Yeah.
But he's like, I just want Ken. I'm not going to play until Ken comes out. And Ken is the next character to come out.
So I could see that helping just because, like you said, everyone knows who Ken is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
you know Chun-Li. So
and you know
Chun-Li. Who doesn't know Chun-Li? You know what I mean?
If you don't know Ken, you know Chun-Li.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it'll help a little bit, but they still have to repackage this game and do something different.
Yeah, they definitely
they're going to have to
figure something out.
Starting with the UI. So
I just don't know what the answer is.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, I feel like they all need to sit and just take a hard look at themselves and just figure, okay, we got to figure something else out and not use Salvatore Ganucci again and Cristiano Ronaldo. But
hopefully they figure something out
because it is a fun game.
Yeah,
it is a fun game. It is, and SNK has a lot of great characters. That I know Q doesn't know much about SNK, but they have so many great characters that they haven't even put in this game yet. And But yeah, it's like even if they came out with they made another game called Last Blade. It was another samurai type game. I would like for them to bring that type of game back. But if this game is doing bad, if they decide to make something like that to bring that back, if people are like, I ain't gonna play this. This ain't happened with Samurai Showdown. Samurai Showdown wasn't beginner friendly. The one when it came out in 2019. You know, so obviously they had some netcode issues back then too. But that game went by the wayside after a year, and that was a great game. But I hope they figure it out. I just think they need to go that Marvel 3 route. You know what I mean? Not make it like Marvel 3, but just we screwed up. Like we're going to revamp it and we're going to make it better so we get people back in. And now look at Ultimate Marvel 3. People still play that game to this day, and I do have that game. Yeah, I still have that game. So for PS3, I don't have the PS4 copy, but yeah. So I feel like it's not done for them. They're not on life support like we said Soul Calibur was, but they're on the ropes right now. They need to get up and just get it together.
Yeah.
But that's all I got on and the CEO. I know the CEO did step down from SNK.
Transition to an advisory.
Yeah, because I know in Japan they don't like fire people; they just make them step down. They do that a lot over here.
It says abysmal sales, following abysmal sales.
Yeah, they are. The sales have been abysmal.
It's been abysmal.
Yeah.
Yep. But that's all I got on that one. Huh? Hopefully they get it together because it is a good game.
Yeah, because competition numbers show that it's not terrible because Evo registration numbers has it as the number 2 game.
Okay, and it was Combo Breaker was lit watching that top 8.
Combo Breaker, I believe it was the number 2 game.
Yeah.
So it's performing better from a competition standpoint. It's performing better than Tekken. It's performing better than Mortal Kombat, Blaze Blue, Melty Blood, all of them other games. Guilty Gear, all of them other games that sold better, but so it's not a competitive scene issue. It's a casual issue.
This comment is literally what I just said.
What?
This person said, I normally get suckered into buying just about every fighting game going. For me, when I saw they made Cristiano Ronaldo into a character for whatever bizarre reason, I threw up in my mouth a little bit and decided this one isn't for me. That's what I'm saying. The soccer fans are hardcore.
Yeah.
So don't make LeBron for season 2.
Hey, yo. Jason Conway. He'll buy every copy. He's going to buy every. My Glorious King is on here.
Long live the king.
Skip Conway. But that's all I got on that. Though,
yeah, that's all I got on that.
I just hope they just get it together after the season, just come out with a new thing.
Yeah, because it's a good game.
It is.
Yeah. Well, let's get into this Demon Slayer trailer.
Yeah, let's pull this up to see what we got.
最終局面という言葉が何度も頭をよぎる。この長い戦いが今夜終わるかもしれない。
I love her sword. Oh, the love Hashirama.
いい夜だね。久しぶりだな、善逸。
He is super.
Let's さあ始めようか。宴の時間だ。
Oh, it's IMAX? I'm watching it in IMAX. Has to be watched in IMAX. That's without a question. I have to watch that in IMAX.
I don't think I've ever went and seen anything in IMAX.
I think I've seen Transformers 2 in IMAX or something.
All right, so first of all, my boy Zenitsu. Hey,
Calm Zenitsu's scary.
He ain't scared. He ain't sleep. He's serious, and I can't wait to see it. But I seen somewhere that this is going to be like 3 movies.
Yeah.
And they're coming out 2 years apart.
Yes.
That's terrible.
So the fight I want to see ain't coming out to the next movie.
Oh, okay.
So I'm very upset. So, but watching this trailer, since I have the whole box set, I pretty much know what the fights are.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks great as usual. Yeah, so everyone's in for a treat. So,
I'm sure.
But like I said, the fight I really want everyone to see is not going to be until that second movie, and I'm really upset.
Can't wait to hear the people complain on the internet now. Oh, it's carried by the animation. The story is mid. Shut up.
No,
Flashing. You hear people saying, "Oh, people don't know what good animation is these days. They just think flashing lights is good animation."
Mm.
Shut the fuck up.
Mm. Yeah. But it looks dope. I will definitely be going to go see it.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah, from what they've shown, you can tell what the fights are going to be. Pretty much, and
we should do a group trip to go see that goddamn movie.
I agree. It's going to be fantastic, and it looks great. It's
fine with that.
It looked great. I'm going to, of course, I'm going to watch it anyway. You know what I mean? But I'm just when I was watching, I was just like, damn, he ain't there yet. But we'll get there. So we got to wait till. I think it's going to be this year. And then he's at 2 years apart.
2 years.
And then the other one, I'm like,
That's a long ass time.
It's a long
Wow,
time,
dude.
man. Like,
You can't drop them like years, like
Or-
1 year, like
or shit, just make it. You should just did episodes.
I'll be 40
Blake will be
when the last one comes
Shut
up.
shut up.
But it gives me this Attack on Titan vibes. How we're just gonna keep milking it and milking it and
Yeah.
milking. It's like, bro,
Yeah.
come on, man.
So,
But if you ever want to read it, I have the whole box set. If you don't, after this movie, if you want to read the next part,
I'd love
if
to
you
read
want-
it.
I have the whole box set. So
I think Mikkel has most of, if
Most of
not
them.
all of it.
but I mean, every fight in this castle arc was a treat for me when I read it. So
That's good.
you will not be disappointed. Nobody will be disappointed. So
all right. I can't wait to see it.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
Mhm.
That's all I got on that.
yeah.
All right. Anime comparison game? All right. So me and Tim have no clue what's
Yeah.
exactly going on.
We're gonna play us a little game.
All right.
I'm gonna mention an anime, and you speak up when an anime I list off you feel is better than the anime, the very first one.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so you speak up when you hear an anime that you feel is better than Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, why are you starting off with a banger to begin with?
Yep. All right.
Oh
so
my goodness. Okay.
so only make a sound if you hear anime you feel is better.
Sheesh.
My Hero Academia. No. Okay. Pokemon.
I love Pokemon,
Yes,
but I mean,
I'm not.
You're not supposed to talk yet if you don't feel it's better.
but I'm just saying, I love Pokemon.
But you're not supposed to make a sound
I know.
until you
I'm
feel
sorry.
something
I'm
better.
sorry. Go ahead.
Bleach.
Yes.
All right. So
Bleach is not better than.
Yes, it is.
the 1,000-Year Blood War, I think, has probably made it surpass it.
Yes.
So
Bleach is my favorite
you-
anime. So
I had to
yeah.
think about that one for a second. No, the fillers, but the 1,000-Year Blood War. Yeah, I'm sticking with Bleach's.
Yeah.
Bleach has surpassed it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll put Bleach into place now
Okay.
for the
Okay.
rest of
Oh,
the
I
anime.
see what you're doing here.
Yeah,
I
if
know
you
what this
feel
process
it's
is.
so,
better
alright.
than
Yep.
so since you feel Bleach is better than Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, though I I strongly disagree with that assessment.
That's fine. That's fine.
You gotta finish Bleach.
Bro, he didn't even get to like the old Soul Society stuff when
Oh, you ain't
He
even
admits-
really watched Bleach.
he didn't even
then.
see a Bunkai.
I haven't seen
Bro.
a
He didn't
Bankai.
even see a Bunkai.
Come on, man.
Okay, so now stay quiet until you hear
Yeah, we got it.
anime that you feel is better than Bleach, I guess. Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yes. Yu Yu Hakusho is better. And I know people are gonna be mad at me for Dragon Ball Z. It's the nostalgia, I know, but
Dragon Ball Z is not
it's not
better.
a better show.
Dragon Ball Z is not better. It's more iconic.
Honestly, I would have had Naruto above it until, like I said, this 1,000-Year Blood War. So, but Yu Yu Hakusho is better, and it's not close.
Tim strongly disagrees with that.
That's what I'm telling you. Yu Yu Hakusho is better.
And the last one, which I think this is going to be spoken up by everyone. One Piece.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
One Piece is not better than
Bleach
Bleach.
is his favorite anime.
One Piece is number 2.
Oh, crazy.
One Piece is number 2.
No,
See, now I got to speak out on
Bleach
this.
ain't
here
even
you
2.
go.
Bleach ain't even
Bleach is
2.
number 1.
I
No,
got to
it's
speak
not.
out on this. People got to stop hyping up their favorite as if that automatically makes it the best.
Well, One
You-
Piece is the best.
But no, because my point is, my favorite anime that I personally like the most is Hajime no Ippo.
Great anime.
Great anime. But by the way, shout out to my daughter. She made this shirt for me.
Could she make a Shao Tucker?
She made the shirt?
Yes.
Yeah, I want a Shao Tucker shirt
Yeah, I
too.
want a Shao Tucker shirt too, and a Griffith one. But
Whoa.
Anyway,
Oh.
Hajime no Ippo is my favorite anime. Will you ever hear me say it's the best anime ever? No. Because it's not. People got to stop hyping up because it's their personal favorite. That automatically makes it the best. That does not make it the best.
Malik's going on a rant about Tim.
Yeah, he is.
Tim's right next to him.
Tim's doing that right now, but Tim's not the only person that does it.
I know. It's just funny.
Look, I know.
Because right now, I'd probably say One Piece is probably the best anime.
It's a fact.
Personally, I'd probably say Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood because I feel it is the most complete story.
I think you use the most completed anime.
Yeah, I'm about to say I got Yu Yu and Attack on Titan over Brotherhood,
but that's arguable. I'm not going to get mad if you feel that way,
right?
But people will constantly, it's not just anime, it's everything, will take their favorite and automatically think that that's the best.
And force feed it.
That's not true.
Yep.
That's fair.
You need to be objective to say, just because it's my favorite doesn't mean it's the best.
Right.
Like,
that was actually fun.
Yeah, I know Bleach has its problems. Like, and Quentin already said right before we started, he's like, it's a filler problem.
Yes.
Horrible. But.
So that should count against it.
The Fullbring arc is so bad.
Yep, but
it's so bad.
Like that should count against it.
That does. But that's why I said, like, I would have had Naruto. If it was just the original Bleach, I'd have been like Naruto. I'd have been like, and a couple of those. But that 1,000-Year Blood War is so good that I'm like, okay, Bleach has now surpassed Naruto. It's now starting to surpass some of these better shows. Full Metal and Bleach, to me, they're right there together.
Okay.
And I love Brotherhood. And then, we have something next episode, and I'm going to talk about it.
Right.
But
real quick, though, now since plot armor, who had the worst plot armor, like out of between Ichigo, Luffy, and Naruto?
Ichigo. Not even close.
What do you mean
Ichigo is not even close.
What do you mean by worst plot armor? Meaning they didn't have plot armor?
They should have lost, but
their plot armor was so fucking strong that
here's the thing. Luffy,
which one did you mean?
Luffy gets his ass kicked the most of them. And then he has to train and then whatever, come back stronger. Ichigo, it's like anytime something's wrong, it's like, oh yeah, he was born with that. Oh yeah, that's also part of his blood, his heritage. And it's like, come on, man.
Well, all three of them had bullshit plot armor fights.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
That Katakuri with Luffy, that was bullshit.
Yeah, but that's like the only one really that you can say.
Lucci, the first fight?
Fucking crocodile.
Oh, he's on the crocodile. Okay, I'll give you the crocodile one.
Yeah, I'll give you that, yeah.
There's no reason Luffy should have lived against crocodile.
Why? Because his head was underwater?
I'm not even talking about that part.
What, the first fight?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the first time, crocodile stabbed him in the chest. Robin saved him. I'll allow that. He came back and fought him again. Crocodile dried him the fuck out and then just walked away.
Oh, that's
plot armor. Because I'm sorry, if I tried to kill you and you came back,
that's just plot.
No, you came back.
Plot armor is the essential of like Ichigo should have died, and they're like, well, he's actually also part.
No, but
Quincy or whatever.
But the plot armor is they wrote it that he wouldn't think, hey, I almost had him once and he came back. Maybe I should make sure I done the job this time.
Yeah, but
that's plot armor.
That's like the villains that would tie James Bond down and then be like, "This laser is going to kill you in 10 minutes," and then
that's plot armor.
Leave.
That's plot armor.
That's not plot armor. That's just
plot armor.
Plot. That's bad character.
That's armor due to the plot.
No, the armor is literally like he didn't lose this fight because he was born with this, and you just didn't know it the entire time.
That's plot armor in a different way. It's still plot armor.
One's plot and one's plot armor.
It's plot armor.
Oh, we can talk about the Kaido fight. That was plot armor.
Him changing into Nika, they built that up for months, though.
Yeah, but it's plot armor.
But you knew Nika was in there.
Yeah, but it's still plot armor. And then Naruto versus Pain.
Not the way Ichigo just pulls stuff out.
Yeah, I know, like the Ukahara fight.
Like Ichigo, they just be like, oh yeah, we forgot to tell you this. Like, there's no build up to it or nothing. Yeah, it's just randomly there.
Yeah, I don't want to get too deep into the Kaido thing because he's still in Wano. So that's why I don't want to get too far into that. But plot armor.
Yeah, but you at least, they foreshadowed Nika coming. long before he fought Kaido, though.
Yeah, but
like long before.
But for now,
Ichigo we'll just be like, oh yeah, this. Here.
We'll do it. Well, for Luffy, we'll just do Katakuri right now because that was straight plot armor.
There's no argument for that one.
Yeah, the Naruto in Pain, that was straight plot armor.
There was that made no sense.
Yeah,
and then Pain was able to just bring everyone back. Like I was confused about that one, but
Sasuke too a little bit, even though he wasn't. You know what I mean?
I hate Sasuke.
I know, same.
Sasuke is all plot.
The Deidara fight was plot armor. That was bullshit.
Sasuke literally shouldn't have beat anyone he beat.
He shouldn't have lost it. He shouldn't have beat Danzo.
No.
Obito helped out.
Yeah.
And that girl that can read chakra or whatever, I forgot her name. She was annoying. But that was a fun little game.
That was fun.
I like that.
We should do that more. But
yeah.
All right.
I have it for the next episode as well.
All right, cool. Well, let's get into our nerd recommendations. You want me to kick it off?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. My nerd recommendation for this episode is To Be a Hero X. For anybody that hasn't watched it, this is probably going to win Anime of the Year. It's definitely already won Fight of the Year. There's nothing that's going to keep up with it.
Okay, so it's an anime?
Yes.
Okay.
It is an anime. I thought as much as I couldn't wait and as much as I love Solo Leveling and I couldn't wait for the Beirut fight, it has nothing on To Be a Hero X's Queen fight. It is amazing. And it's like 21 minutes of straight fighting.
To Be a Hero X?
Yes.
I'm going to write that down, so I'm going to try to watch it.
It is probably going to be Anime of the Year. And like I said, if it's not, it's definitely winning Fight of the Year. It is a phenomenal anime. I want to say it is the same company that made Arcane, I believe, but it kind of has a style like that. It has a bunch of different animation styles.
That's on Netflix,
so like
right?
Arcane? Yeah, Arcane's on Netflix.
Yeah, great anime also.
Is To Be a Hero X on Netflix or is it somewhere else?
I watch it on Crunchyroll.
Okay, cool.
But it's it starts off with a little bit of like the 3D style, and then it switches into like the cartoon style. But there's a couple different stories, and it is. You remember the movie Crash?
Yeah,
with Jason Statham.
No.
Huh? With Matt Damon?
It's Matt Damon? Yeah.
He's a crooked cop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you remember how there was like a bunch of different stories and they all connected?
Yes.
That's how this anime is. Like there's a bunch of different stories and they all are overlapping and connecting. And it is phenomenal right now. Like I said, it's there's no anime right now that's touching it.
There's no graping in this, is it? Like how it was in Crash. Remember Matt Damon?
No, it's
trash. Matt Damon was pretty trash in that movie.
Yeah,
I don't think I've seen that movie.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
I had to seriously sit there and think about that for a second.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no, there's not.
Okay.
But it is phenomenal, and there's like 12 or 13 episodes right now.
Okay.
Every story leaves you on the edge of your seat. So.
Okay, yeah, I just noted that down. I'm gonna give it a try. Might even try it today. I'm not going nowhere after we're done recording.
Yeah, it's worth it. So, but all right, that's my recommendation.
Tim, you got one?
Are we allowed to do TV series or
do whatever you want?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. I want you to watch Breaking Bad. Doesn't have to be in 2 weeks. Take your time. It's only 50 something episodes.
Great show.
It's one of the greatest shows ever.
Great show.
Okay.
Take your time. There's no rush, but you really need to watch it, and it's science, and you like science.
Okay.
It's a fantastic show.
Okay.
And you need to watch Sons of Anarchy.
You know what?
And I have both of them on DVD.
I'm not against watching Sons of Anarchy. I keep meaning to.
Yeah.
I just never did.
Yeah, both shows have been done for 12 years now.
Yeah.
I actually have both of the series on DVD, so if you want to borrow them, I can give them both to you each because
I borrow that.
Yeah, I have them both. So
I just literally had no interest in watching any of them, but
Sons I don't think you would like, but I'm sure you would like Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad is great.
Yeah.
Like definitely one of my favorite shows too.
Okay.
But if you don't want to watch it, I have an anime for you to watch. You should watch Golden Boy. Look, it is 6 episodes and you have to watch it in dub. It is one of the funniest dub animes I have ever watched.
I watched it.
It's hilarious.
But Ghost Stories is the funniest dubbed anime ever. I don't care what anyone says. And I read like why apparently the actors weren't like they were just told to do whatever they want.
Right.
And they went nuts in this show. Me and Jazz was watching it. She was like, why is this a thing? I was like, I don't know.
And then for anime for you, Q, if you want, watch Kuroko's Basketball. I don't know if you watched it.
Yeah, I watched it.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. My
I
turn.
told you I like the dude that used to be like invisible.
All right.
I forgot his name. Yeah.
Kuroko, yeah, the blue with the light.
Oh yeah, he is Kuroko. I keep
yeah,
thinking the dude with the red hair was the main character.
No, Taiga.
Yeah.
No,
Kami. What's his name? Kami?
Yeah.
Something Taiga.
Yeah, no, I've watched that. I really like that show.
Yeah, it was good shit.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, Kuroko's Basketball was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my nerd recommendation for you guys, I've kind of mentioned it to y'all before, but for the listeners as well. It's an audiobook series. It is called Warformed Stormweaver.
You're going to text that to me.
From the Stormweaver? Who's the maker of those books?
The author is Bryce O'Connor.
Okay, never mind.
This is a sci-fi literary RPG. So it has a very good ranking system. I personally think it would be an excellent game.
I'm in the middle of reading Brandon Sanderson's books. So.
I've heard the name, but I'm not familiar. I don't think I've read any of his work, but I've heard the name before.
Mm-hmm.
But follows a character. It's very anime-esque as far as the character goes. A very disadvantaged child is given basically a gift that makes him OP as hell.
What is it called?
Warformed Stormweaver.
Okay.
This is an audiobook.
This is an audiobook series.
They don't have the actual book?
The author is working on getting actual prints of the book. I actually bought the first one, but it hasn't been printed and released yet. He did a GoFundMe, Patreon type thing. It is on Audible. Audible.com.
Okay. I'm about to say, because I read and I have my Kindle. So.
And honestly, is it on Kindle? I don't know if it's on Kindle. I just know that
18 page. Yeah, I guess it is.
What does it say on the right hand side? Does it say Kindle?
Kindle, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I will be putting this on my Kindle as soon as we're done.
Okay. And I listen to audiobooks because I just throw them on when I'm driving. Because it's just easy to listen,
Yeah.
rather just listen to. So I don't really listen to music when I'm driving. I listen to audiobooks. But it is one of the best stories ever. So good. So far, there's 2 books in the series that have been released. The third one he is writing right now. If you're on his Patreon, you get to read early versions of his chapters as he releases them. I refuse to do so because I want to get the book when it's complete and revised.
Right.
But great series. I highly recommend it to pretty much everyone. I actually, since I have an Audible subscription, I get a free audiobook every month with my subscription. I actually gifted the book to Darren.
Okay.
He listened to it. He fucking loves it. But I recommend it to everyone. It's such a great story.
All right, cool.
Yeah, man, it's in my Kindle now.
Can I read it off my iPad? Can I listen to it off my iPad probably?
Is this the first one? That's Iron Prince?
Iron Prince is the first one, yes.
Okay, cool.
Iron Prince is the first one. The second one is called Fire and Song.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, I see it. Fire and Song right here. I'll buy both of them for $12. All right.
But yeah, I definitely recommend both of those. Like I said, I have it in audiobook form. You can apparently buy it on the Kindle. He doesn't have hard copies yet. I bought one that's supposed to look real nice that he's paying a lot of money for. So he did like a not a GoFundMe. What's the
Kickstarter?
Kickstarter.
Kind of like a Kickstarter. I don't know if it was Kickstarter, but of that same vein.
Mm-hmm.
maybe actually I think it was a Kickstarter, but to get like very nicely printed books, not just something cheaply made,
Right.
and I think it's going to be signed.
Okay.
But
somebody had a picture of the book.
All right, cool.
But yeah, definitely recommend that book. It's definitely
I'm
good.
definitely gonna check it out.
Just text that to me because I'm gonna forget it.
I judge books by the cover, and it looks great.
Yeah, see, that's what drew me because I've always been into.
Yeah, this person has the book. Holy crap!
Maybe because I know if you put books on Amazon, they'll print them for you, but they're generally like low quality paperbacks.
That's what this person was saying. Don't buy the book on Amazon. He said the book itself is amazing, but don't buy it from Amazon.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's why the author's trying to get like high quality.
Yeah. See, this is just like my Kindle. I got my book bag over there. So
yeah,
that's where I read everything on.
Cool.
But yeah, that's my recommendation.
All right, cool. It's a good recommendation. Actually,
I have a book recommendation next time.
Trash X.
Absolutely.
All right.
You want to go first, Tim?
You sounded excited.
Oh yeah. What Itachi did was way worse than what Shao Tucker did.
I saw that.
Okay.
They were talking about that on TikTok.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's very valid. Shao Tucker never killed his child. Itachi killed children.
Scar killed Nina, and I'm tired of people acting like Shao did it. Scar did it. But anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't blame Itachi for anything. I blame the third. It's all his fault.
Third and the elders.
Yeah.
It was third and the elders. And they blamed it on Danzo.
Also, how were y'all like, how was the Uchiha like the cops of the village, and like no one was like up to stop to like alert people of Itachi? Like,
I don't, yeah.
What were y'all doing? But no, I did. Look, what Shu Tucker did was for the greater good.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
No,
Okay.
it wasn't.
Have y'all watched Shield Hero?
Yes.
Okay, so you know who Raptalia is, right?
Yes.
Everyone loves Raptalia. To get Raptalias, you have to break some eggs. Nina was an egg that he broke.
We are not going through this again.
But
no,
I still think Itachi was worse though.
I agree with you. What Itachi did was definitely worse.
He did it for the greater good.
Because I know what you're talking about. I saw the TikTok where the dude was like, "Would you rather have been Itachi or Shao Tucker?"
I'd rather be Itachi.
No.
I wouldn't have killed my family though.
He never killed anybody. He just
no revising, no revisionist history. Everything happens exactly the same.
Well, he decided not to kill Sasuke. That was the one person he loved.
He killed his parents.
No revisionist history.
He didn't love them.
I'd rather be Tucker.
No revisionist history. So meaning everything plays out exactly the same.
Okay, so he didn't.
You're
have kids.
Itachi.
Okay, so he didn't have kids.
Yes.
I'd rather be Itachi. I'm not hurting my daughter. Nope.
I'm taking Tucker.
Nah, I'm putting Maya over everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll be Itachi.
I get it. I'm not answering that because I'm not choosing between two horrible things.
Man, plus you get the drip of the Akatsuki.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're not going to
Itachi me all day.
You're not going to fuse Sierra with Gambit and Phoenix.
No. And then my daughter's allergic to dogs. Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Plus you get the drip of the Akatsuki. Yeah.
But yeah, that was my trash take.
Well, that's a good one. You want me to go, or you want to go, Malik?
You can go.
All right. So, there's really nothing to argue about on my trash take. I mean, y'all can if you want, but I read something that said Black family reunions are down 47%, and they said it's because elders are passing away and blah, 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 blah. My trash take is that it is more because we are the generation of healing. And yes. I believe we, as a generation, no longer stick to the rules of the old generation of, oh, well, we have to accept people just because they're family. We are quick to cut people off. And as a person who does not talk to the majority of his family, I would rather stay away from my family than deal with the toxicity in it. And I believe that plays a major role in why family reunions are down in the Black community, because we're not sticking to that, oh, well, we're family, we can get past it. We are more of the generation of, no, screw y'all, and we'll move on with our lives.
So I saw that earlier this week, and I saw the person that shared that post, and I didn't say anything because you can't argue with them.
I don't know who shared it.
Was
it somebody we're mutuals with?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't think who it was. It's someone from Chopping.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God. He's another LeBron fan. He's a big Bron diehard. Thomas. Last name's Thomas.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know you're talking about. Yeah.
And then the other Thomas commented. Thomas was like, okay. They're boomers.
Yeah.
But no, like we just had this conversation the other day. Yeah, I'm all, don't get me wrong, I'm all for protecting your peace. You know what I mean? But I do feel that a lot of that we are missing personal time with our families. But I get it. It depends on the situation, because that older generation did not protect us from certain things. And if you have a certain family member who likes to do certain stuff, but that older generation ignored it and they knew they were doing it.
Exactly.
So that's why I understand why people don't want to deal with that stuff. And I completely understand that 1000%. But yes, I do agree. But there's a lot of family people. There's a lot of issues that, like, my mom and my aunt aren't talking. They haven't spoken for a couple of years and they're getting older. And it's like, time isn't on our hands. It's not our friend. You know what I mean? And they're older. So it's kind of like, you know, life is too short, but I get where you're coming from too. Because that generation caused a lot of trauma on millennials and younger ones too. And that's why our generation is so mentally messed up, because of the trauma that we dealt with from our parents' generation. You know what I mean? Just certain things that just happened.
Right. But I've noticed our generation is a lot more susceptible to therapy,
yes.
to actually doing the work, to healing. Like I've said plenty of times, I go to therapy.
Right. I do.
Every month, no problem.
Correct.
It was weird years ago for us as Black men to say something like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like everyone was, oh, you go to therapy, you must be crazy. Like, okay, whatever you call it. But I'm a person who, I don't care what I'm missing. I'm not going to family events. I'm not doing any of that, because I don't want to be put in a situation like I was before with my family.
Right.
There's no fixing it. There will be no fixing it. I do not care. I do not care that I'm getting older. I don't care what I miss. I am now focused on the family that I built.
Right.
Rather than the family that I was born into. And it's going to stay that way for the rest of my life. And I don't care about anything else. I have little cousins and stuff that I don't even know who their kids are. I don't care.
Right. That's your prerogative.
And I think, and I think
way, that's understandable.
So when they say like, well, it's down because of this, I'm like, you are missing the fact that a lot of us are just choosing to heal and not be a part of the messed up family we were in. I had a coworker the other day tell me how messed up his family was. And he's like, his family was bad. And I'm like, dude, I'm glad you made it out, you know, the way you did. And then now I'm like, his family that he built is like his daughters, his son. I'm like, you have a beautiful family. And you know what I mean? I'm happy for, you know what I mean, everything that you got out of life.
Right.
That, you know, but I'm like, it was always in the past, like, oh, okay, your family, just forgive them. No, we don't. And I think our generation doesn't look at it that way as like the old generation did. Like they were kind of like family over everything and family comes first. And we're like, no, the family that I'm making, not the family that I was born into. I don't have to be stuck with y'all anymore.
Right.
So.
No, I understand that a lot. And, you know, they don't want to change. You know what I mean? They don't. They're set in their ways. And like I shared a meme the other day, and I specifically shot at Boomers, Silent, and Gen Xers, and it was saying, let yourself be teachable.
I seen that,
and I took a shot at the Silent generation, the Boomers, and the Gen Xers. The Gen Xers had that same mindset for Boomers for some reason, and I don't know why. But I took a shot at all three of them generations. I didn't care.
Yeah,
and I said, hello, I'm talking to all three of y'all because y'all think y'all can do no wrong. Yes, you've been on this planet longer and you have more wisdom, but you're not always right.
Right.
You are wrong at times. And of course, none of them said anything.
No, of course.
They looked at it They didn't say anything.
Of course.
Prove my point.
Yeah. So
I understand that 1000%.
And while I agree with your statement, I will say the statement of older people dying off and younger people not picking up the ball is also a good portion
I'm not
of
saying
it as well.
I was just saying it's not only because of that.
Yeah.
I was saying it's also you have to look at reasons like this.
Yeah, the reason I'm bringing that up is because I do want to give my flowers to a family member of mine who has taken it upon himself to try to, keep things going. My little cousin Ricky has been heading our family reunions every year for like the past 5 years, and he's maybe 30.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not, no, I think he's a little older than that. He might be like 34, 33.
Okay.
And he's heading it off, and he's doing everything to try to build a lineage, because I do feel part of it is helpful, because yes, I might not want to deal with my great uncle who was a piece of shit, but if, say, I was heading it off, I'd be like, okay, motherfucker, you can't come. But my cousins that I was close to, yeah, come on in so my kids can meet your kids and they can kind of have some sort of relationship like we had.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely you should do what you said, protect your peace.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not dealing with those motherfuckers, but that doesn't mean you have to stop it altogether.
Yeah. But
And
I have family members that I do deal with.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's like, hey, don't invite me to nothing. Don't invite me to no baby showers. Don't invite me to no weddings. Don't invite me to, I'm not coming.
Yeah.
And it's just because of, I come from a very toxic family.
That,
you know what I mean? And
that's where the old black thing of who gonna be there comes into play.
Yeah.
So I would be like, personally, if someone was like, hey, I would like you to show up to this event, who gonna be there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so-and-so? Yep, nope, that's not happening. Sorry.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, no, that was my take.
Yep.
All right. It's a good take.
Let's see. I've curated a list to have over the next several episodes, so I want to know which one I want to pick.
Bruh.
Hey, I gotta write them down as I think of them, or else I'm gonna forget and then not have
doing
one.
that because I be forgetting. It'd be like the morning of, and I'd be like, ah.
Yeah, exactly. That's why as soon as one pops in my head, I try to make sure I note it down so I have them in the bin for future episodes. Let's start with this one. I doubt either of you would disagree, but let's go with this. At this point in time, Dragon Ball Z is not a top 5 anime.
No.
In terms of quality.
So,
as far as impact goes, yes.
Impact, I think, is number 1.
Yeah, of course.
Impact, I might put it at number 2 behind Pokemon.
Okay, fair. But
as far as impact goes, it is.
Yeah.
But as far as quality goes, no.
The story is very repetitive. It's
of course.
And I get it. I'm not a Dragon Ball Z hater. I love Dragon Ball Z.
I do too.
But people are so protective of it because of the nostalgia. And I'm like, if you just go back and watch it, you'll be like, wow, I was a child and I love this because of the fights, but this wasn't that great.
The pacing was terrible. Like you said, the story is repetitive. Like, it's not great as far as quality goes, but it's a great beginner anime for a child. And you're like, oh, they're throwing beam blasts at each other.
Yeah.
Like, and the theme of the story is great for a younger audience. Hey, you work hard, you will get stronger.
Okay,
that's literally the theme of the.
Unless you're Yamcha.
You work hard, you will get stronger. That's because that's generally how Goku wins.
Until a Cyberman kills you.
He works hard, he gets stronger.
Yeah.
So it is a good story, but it's not top 5.
I love what Dragon Ball Z did for anime. I love what it did for my childhood. I remember running home from school to try to catch it on Toonami.
Yeah.
I remember me and my friends the next day like, oh my God, did you see it? Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember legit being like, hey, I'm out with friends outside playing. Hey, I'll be back in half hour. Dragon Ball Z's about to come on.
Yep, and that's what I'm saying. So I love it and respect it for what it's was and what it's done.
Yes.
But
It introduced me to this world.
Yeah, so 100%.
So
introduced me. Yeah,
I'm indebted to Dragon Ball Z.
Yes, but I can still look at it objectively and be like, it really wasn't that great in the grand scheme of things.
Yes.
And I think that's where a lot of people get upset. Like, no, and it's like, bro, like I said, in 9th grade, I literally had a Dragon Ball Z notebook. Like, my drawing style until I was an adult was literally Dragon Ball Z.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I had to like break myself out of the habit of drawing Dragon Ball Z characters. And I went to art school and literally drew Dragon Ball Z characters. Like, so I love it for what it was, but yeah, I agree. It's not a top 5 anime. I wouldn't put it in my top 5. I believe it's I don't even consider it when I'm talking about the top anime, but if we're talking about influence, then like I said, 1 or 2. You know what I mean? I was a big Pokemon kid also, so yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. That's what I said. I didn't think y'all would disagree with me, but I do know there's a lot of people that would.
That's fair though.
So I think that's it. Yeah. Taco's next week.
Teco is next week. Teco, for those that don't know, is a big anime convention that happens in Pittsburgh every year. For the past, I'd say 5 years, I've been trying to go, and something always came up that made me unable to go. Either I ran into money issues, or last year we were at Evo.
What day is it?
Next Saturday?
Next weekend. It's the whole weekend. From Thursday through Sunday.
Okay. I leave Sunday. I work Saturday.
Okay. We're going Saturday.
Yeah, we're going Saturday. Mikel's going the whole time. He got his ticket. He said
I've gone to Teco plenty of. I've gone to Teco. I've gone to Teco plenty of times. So it's fun. The panels are good. Since I've dropped a crap load of weight, I'm actually going as someone this time. I'm actually going to my cosplay fits. It's a little big on me actually, but I don't think I had time to return it. So, but I'm just going to ride with it.
Yeah,
it's a One Piece character.
Yeah, Sierra and I
decided
are going
to do one, but Jazz is mad at me, not for this obviously, but for Halloween, and she's like, I won't ride with you if that's what you're gonna.
From One Piece?
Yeah, she hates the character I chose.
Who, Mr. 3?
No.
That's the character.
No, there's only one character she really hates in One Piece.
Are they bad or good?
Bad.
Oh, I know it. I've seen this cosplay before down there.
Who?
Akanu.
Yes.
Oh, exactly what it is. Yeah.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
She hates it.
And there was an Ace walking around. I was like, yo, there's an Ace. He's like, where's that so I can punch him? But I get why she hates him, but I think Akanu's a cool character. He has a great devil fruit power. Like,
I think he's great.
It's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got.
Sierra and I are going. She's doing a cosplay.
You should do one.
I'm good.
Why?
I'm just not into cosplays.
Just go as
It's a little out of my comfort zone.
Bro, I'm going as Law. It's not hard. Like,
I mean,
that's dope.
I got Zoro's swords right there. I could be Zoro, but
I'm going as Law.
I don't have the money to make it a thing anyway. So
Amazon.
There's outfits on Amazon. That's where I got mine from.
I don't have the money to get the thing.
I don't believe
it. I don't believe it. But
he's rich.
But yeah, I'm gonna go see how it goes. I do wish Teco was still in April opposed to July because it's gonna be hot wearing this freaking jacket.
Where's it at? Convention Center?
Downtown. Yep.
But since COVID, they moved it to July. I don't know. I liked when it was April because here in April, it's still you get all 4 seasons in April here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's why I kind of liked it. But since it's July and I love the heat, but I'm gonna be sweating in this thing all next week. But that's okay though. I'm excited because I can fit in it, and I'm really excited, to try this on. And
you're gonna have so many people running up to you like, room.
Yep. Shambles.
Yep. Shambles.
His devil fruit power still makes no sense.
It's a great fruit.
Why doesn't it?
It's an operating table.
The logic of it makes no sense.
If you're in the room, he can do what he wants. You're on the table. The whole room is an operating table. Yeah. Surgeon to death.
That makes no sense. Why can I teleport because I'm in the room?
He controls everything.
In the room.
But that has nothing to do with operating.
Yes, the doctor controls everything in the room.
Where's the operation happened? In the operation room.
Yes, but have you ever heard of a doctor teleporting?
Look,
It is still an anime, though.
Yeah, like,
I'm
it's
just
still
saying,
an anime.
the logic of, I'm not saying the power itself makes no sense. What they're linking it to makes no sense. If he just said it's I don't know, the world is my oyster, or some power where it's like this, when I do this, I'm in complete control of everything that happens. I'm not upset with whatever he can do and there goes. I'm just saying that has nothing to do with operating.
Look, it's
Well,
cool.
he's the surgeon of death because of what he studied.
But I'm saying,
The power itself is just a room.
but there's the way they called it. It's like, oh, it's the surgeon's room. Like, no, it's basically an innate domain in Jujutsu Kaisen. This is my world.
Yeah.
I have control over it. That's fine. But when you try to equate it to operating, that's the part where I'm like, doesn't make any sense.
Well, if you think about it more in that world, it was because they were like, this can heal anything. Like, remember, what was it that it was like some disease?
Yeah, he was dying from a disease. Yeah.
And it was like, this could heal that disease. So that's the way they were looking at it in that world. Like, okay, well, this is like the ultimate healer, like a doctor.
Yeah.
So,
But I'm still just.
It's cool. We like it. He's great.
Like I said, the power's cool.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the way they try to like say what it is doesn't make sense.
You know what?
still got his ass kicked.
So wait, where are you at in Wano?
I haven't watched much more than the last thing I told you when they
Okay.
started making their plan to go attack Onigashima
Okay.
or whatever.
So, because to me, I'm not
So
gonna
you
get.
met my favorite character, Yamato?
So he's the MVP. To me, he's one of the MVPs of Wano Law. So anyway, I ain't gonna get far into it. But when you get to his fight, I want to bring up something because I think we might have a Blackbeard situation with Law. I don't know yet. There's nothing's been saying, but I kind of have an idea.
I know where you're going with this, and I think so too. And
I think so too. But
Jazz is gonna be pissed.
They never addressed it or
Yeah.
anything. It's just a theory. I think so. But anyways, when you get to his fight, and then when you're done with it, So yeah, but
I follow this dude on TikTok. He breaks down like every single thing in One Piece and all the theories, and it's amazing. Like he goes so in depth with it. It's awesome. But that's all I got. That's it.
All right.
Oh, Thunder Up! We're champs.
Shut up.
I'm excited. I don't care. I've waited. But
They could have gave y'all better hats. That's
That's
all I'm
all
gonna
right.
say.
I'm happy. I was hoping we was gonna play against Malik Snicks in the finals, but obviously Halliburton kind of spoiled those plans. But hopefully in the future it can happen.
Well, Halliburton's out next year. So
He's all out next year.
And so is
Jason
Tatum,
Tatum.
so the Knicks and the Cleveland are probably the top two teams in
I
the
thought you was about to
East.
say Philly. I was
Well,
gonna
maybe
say no.
no, they're done. Orlando might be on the come up.
Orlando might be coming up,
Might
but I'm
be.
just talking about.
Paolo.
I'm just talking about based off of last year's top teams.
Yeah.
New York and Cleveland are the top, are the unquestionable top two, with Tatum out and with Halliburton out.
Well, as long as Cleveland don't get injury bug again, like they did this year, you might be able to coast to the finals. Honestly, to be honest with you,
Possibly.
Yeah.
Nothing's
The West
guaranteed.
is going to be a little more tougher, obviously.
Yeah.
With I mean, the Lakers. I hate the Lakers, but still, you can't ever count them out, unfortunately. And I don't know what's going on with Minnesota. They're starting to pay everyone, even though OKC just paid for everybody. Well, you know what I mean. So, but and we know how Q feels. He's not cheering for the Lakers until LeBron goes away. But yeah, until then, have a good one, guys.
Hey,
like, share, subscribe.
absolutely. Join us next time. We got a good one.
Peace.